Oh, I should edit the description of this. Once we go on, I mean, we might be live now, so we should probably start
I'm
chatting.
looking on our Twitch
I'm
channel. We're
looking at
not
our Twitch
live.
stream, and yeah, there we are.
Oh, we're there. We're on.
Okay.
Hey,
Hey.
welcome.
Yag Shamash.
Okay. Matt,
Okay.
how was your Seder, Matt?
That was good. I just know that from Borat. I don't know what that means.
Okay, buddy. Okay.
I just
Matt waits for his wife to go to sleep and just does a Passover by himself.
I don't do that. That's
He does do that. He loves it. It's his favorite day of the year. Well, but yeah, everyone, let's get this hashtag going. Bavarians are Jewish. Everyone post it. I need to see that everywhere. You could be like that
all
fucking.
the holidays, even the little ones.
Yeah. No, I want it to be like, that kid who got accepted into prison for writing Black Lives Matter. That was his, just 500 times for his acceptance essay. I want to see that getting into Yale, a better school, but with Bavarians or Jews. Let's get it going, guys. Let's do this. Let's change the world.
We're the Jewish national enemy. What are you talking about? This is absurd.
No, you're Bavarians are Jews. They're.
No one hates Jews like the Jews.
Yeah, no, you should. Yeah, exactly. Everyone knows it. Everyone knows it. Bavarians are the last to know that they are Jewish.
Common knowledge.
Yeah.
All right. So
Well, I mean, they were the Jews of no.
Abort.
But they never were actually run by the Prussians. So
all right. Can we? Do we have viewers in the chat? Are people watching? Are we
Yeah.
Live? Okay. Let's officially begin. Vibe with us. We're vibing, and all right. Let's do our soy faces. Okay, everybody.
Ah.
All right, now Bolsonaro face. Do the anti-soy face. Everyone do the Bolsonaro face. All right, pretty good.
Okay.
Pretty good.
All right, there we go.
All right.
Got it.
I'm in a good mood. I'm ready to go.
Getting loosened up with that face.
All right. Well, welcome to the Saturday night primetime vibe sesh, and we're gonna be watching some
Saturday Night Live.
Yeah, very much so. Aren't they? Gonna do like a Zoom version of Saturday Night Live
show tonight? I can't wait. I will be watching.
Well, hopefully not now while we're doing the stream, but
not yet, but
yeah, I don't want to compete with them. I support what they do.
Well, we'll be watching some YouTube videos in a little bit. Our friend Josh Andrassi is going to join us to hang out. Yeah. So, how's everyone's quarantine going? Same as it.
Pretty good. Molly made me this whiskey sour.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds good.
I had to purchase some dish soap today. That was my adventure.
Wait, Amber, you're admitting on live that you broke quarantine to buy.
I did. I broke core.
That's very, very selfish of you.
I also broke quarantine to go to the wine store.
I can't believe you guys. I cannot believe you guys. All right, let's do a little drink check. Matt, you're sipping on some wine there.
I'm sipping on a really disgusting Portuguese wine.
Oh no!
Matt
was really bungled it.
Oh no!
He dropped the paella into the barrel of grapes while they were still fermenting. It's not good.
You have to fire him as your valet.
I will.
Amber, what do you got there?
This is a hot tea and bourbon.
Ooh, feels good.
In a Zabar's cup that you actually gave me for Christmas, Will.
Oh, lovely.
Stars and garters.
Here's what I got. This is what I'm sipping on here. Look, it's very stale. It's very stale. It's not. Wasn't.
Was it worth it for the gag?
Was it? Yes, it was. Yes, it was. So let's see here. See what we got going in the chat. Oh yeah. People say yes. Say F for Virgil. Before we get flooded with this, we are in contact with Virgil. Virgil is fine. Don't worry about it. He's doing his own thing. But yes, F's in the chat for Virgil, please.
And that
F words in the chat for Virgil.
Oh yes, I am using Catherine's computer, so on the chat it does say that I'm Catherine Krieger.
you're stealing
Yo,
Krieger valor.
This motherfucker using his girlfriend's computer. That's gay as hell.
That's sus.
Pretty
Pretty sus.
Yeah,
Well,
Matt. Well, Matt, what's the name under you right now?
That's my name. Actually, that should not be there. What do I do? Stop that.
Chris, you should crop that.
I don't want that to be there.
Yeah, no, Chris, you should crop that.
Nope, it's there.
All right.
There now.
Yeah.
Will could tell. Will
Rather that not be available information.
All right.
Will-
I will
Will-
crop.
Will-
Sorry.
Yeah, Will went on Catherine's Chrome, and like the most visited things are like, you know, pictures of Monopoly Man, pictures of the Six Flags dancing guy, just all pictures of women send each other in group DMs. The hottest women or hottest men,
Yo,
according
homie,
to women.
homie, kill yourself.
There we go.
No, this is
tail on your head.
this is a true story from life in quarantine. So like basically my laptop is busted right now. Fucking
Your
piece of
face is
shit.
busted.
Yeah, that's uncalled
Sorry,
for.
you walked into it.
That's uncalled for. My laptop is busted, so I have been borrowing Catherine's computer. And the other day, I opened up the laptop and did click open Chrome, and the thing that was open on the browser was a Google search for like the phrase "my man's stroke game," and all the results are like stroke game trash, stroke game weak.
Oh my god.
And to be clear, it was just she just wanted to define what the phrase stroke game meant.
Sure.
Certainly not happy with your specific stroke game. Never.
No, that wasn't my name.
No.
Yeah.
Will Menaker's stroke game.
Yeah, please do not Google search Will Menaker stroke game so it moves up in the.
Yeah.
Please
in
do
the
that.
results.
Make stroke game the first thing that comes after the name Will Menaker on Google.
Whatever people do, don't edit Strokepedia. I worked really hard on Will's entry there. No wiki vandalism, please.
Are people saying things? I'm not looking at it.
They are. Actually, Amber, they're saying that you should switch to the microphone if it's connected to your laptop.
Yeah. I think you're talking through your webcam audio input.
Yeah.
You should switch on your laptop.
Yeah.
Like, go to the sound settings and go to like
And go to the
switch
microphone instead of
input to Yeti mic.
Yeah.
This
We're
is
watching-
why I should have gotten a boyfriend before quarantine.
You're watching Tech Support Live.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, we like to joke about the government's not having a plan ready for this, but we probably should have anticipated having to record for prolonged periods of time in isolation anytime before we absolutely had to.
How does this sound?
The same. I think maybe, yeah, you have to. Okay, so on Zoom, go to. I mean, you're on a Mac, right?
Yeah,
No,
Oh,
I'm on my military grade Chromebook. I could beat you to death with it.
those are the best computers. So you see the little arrow next to the thing that says mute?
Yes.
All right, click on the arrow and select.
Okay, how's that?
Did you pick the Yeti?
I think I did.
Kind of sounds
Yes.
the same.
Sounds the same.
Maybe it's just trash.
I gotta say,
yeah,
someone
yeah.
yelled at me when I was like recording from Cincinnati, and they said, "Get a microphone," and I had a fucking Yeti for like most of that time, and it did not help.
Yeah, I mean, Amber does have like, yeah, high ceilings can fuck it up. I need.
How's that? There are dials and things on it.
That sounds
Yeah,
better.
yeah, that sounds better. Yeah,
That sounds better.
I'm
Okay.
just gonna buy a fucking Shure mic eventually.
I'm going to hire a sound guy just to live in my hallway.
I'm gonna break Phil Spector out of prison to work on my Zoom calls with my family.
Oh my God, that would be amazing.
The wall of sound.
The wall of Zoom.
Yeah, yes,
Yeah. Little
yes,
symphonies for the kiddies over Zoom.
yes.
So, other than an exciting day of buying soap and what? How else have you been? How have we been filling our hours, gang?
I've been working out a lot. That's been cool. Getting very thin. Doing a lot of skincare, intensive skincare treatments. My main thing is that I want to come out of this super hot.
I'm doing the opposite. I'm getting fatter and stupider by the moment.
I'm doing both. I'm doing a synthesis. I'm doing kettlebells 5 days a week.
I'm
but
also doing kettlebells 5 days a week.
feels good, but I'm also
Not
eating
fun.
like 75 Swedish fish a day. My mom sent me cookies. They were way too good.
Oh, your mom sent you a care package, Felix. That's very sweet.
Yeah, she did. My mom's a
Aw.
champion baker. I mean, she never actually competed, but in an actual competition, she would just fucking shit on anyone. They're fucking dog shit.
100%.
They're fucking idiots. They're fucking dog shit. They should never touch a fucking oven again. She's so much better.
She would destroy their spirit.
Yeah, she would shit on them. But no, yeah, so I've been doing both. I've been doing more like shit than I have since 2016. I just recorded our episode of This Is Sus, my NBC podcast for this show.
Oh, you watch Council with Dads.
Okay,
I
yeah,
did. I made my sister watch it. It's the worst thing I've ever fucking done to her.
Okay, I was going to ask you about this, Felix, because I haven't had a chance to listen to the This Is Sus episode yet. I've never seen This Is Us. I have a vague idea in my head of what it's like, or what the characters on it look like, or who the actors are. But can you just briefly summarize what This Is Us is?
Okay, so the premise of This Is Us is that it takes place in the past and the future. So in 1980, Milo Ventimiglia, the guy who used to work for Breitbart, and was on Heroes, he's out of politics and he's back into acting. Guys, deplatforming works.
He's the bad boyfriend from Gilmore Girls, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
All
I
right.
do a spinoff with him. They had a backdoor pilot for a show about him and his dad, and it never happened.
Yeah. So he's married to Mandy Moore, and they have triplets. And
What?
yeah, so one of the triplets dies during childbirth, but at the same time,
So essentially they had twins, is what you're saying.
no, hold on, hold on.
No, that's right. That's
Hold
the
on,
math,
no,
man.
hold on, no,
That's
hold
math.
no, hold on, no. This
That's
is us.
math.
This is not math. This is us, because a drug addict left a child at a fire station, and it showed up to the hospital, and they're like, the doctor is like, "Hey, do you want this baby we found? Because one of yours
What?
died."
Make up for the triplet?
yes. And so they take it, and in the future, the show is about Sterling K. Brown, who's the adopted baby, and Kevin and Kate, who are the other kids. And Kevin is a self-absorbed but ultimately good-hearted actor, and Kate is someone struggling with overeating issues. And so it's about their family drama, and it always cuts back and forth between the past and the future. And the message of the show is that the demons who write and produce the show, who worship Baal and other pre-Talmudic gods, that they have the utmost contempt for their audience. The message of the show is every character, they're too stupid and lazy to write the fucking characters, so all they can think of is giving everyone cancer and making awful shit happen to all of them all the time. And the message of the show is, hey, you stupid fucking pieces of shit, you want me to pay a 70% tax rate? What? Look at these people. They have friends, they have family. Get it together. Be grateful. Do gratitude. Do mindfulness. It's the most fucking evil programming. But as disgusted as I was with This Is Us, Council of Dads is far worse.
Okay, please explain to me Council of Dads. Because, you played a clip from Council of Dads, or it was going around Twitter the other week. And the clip was about 90 seconds long, and somehow I watched all 90 seconds of it, and it really it really ruined me. It really broke me. It was like a woman, the Rick's wife from Walking Dead, and she was talking to her husband who has a cancer bandana on, and she's She's like, damn it, it makes me so angry. I'm a doctor and I couldn't stop you from getting cancer. And he's like, baby.
Yeah, that's how doctors.
That's how cancer works.
Yeah, that's how doctors work. If you're married to a doctor, they're like a bloodhound. They just smell cancer in your bones. But
and then it's like she reveals that like she's pregnant, you know. And then like, does he assemble a sort of council of dads to raise his child after he's in the grave?
yeah. So basically, the Council of Dads is about. I mean, it'll be explained on the episode forthcoming this Monday, but it is about like a soy dad who, like, the doctor calls him and he's like, "Yeah, you have stage 5 epic fail. You're done, buddy." And he's like, "Oh, I need to assemble my council of soy imbecile friends to raise my kids," and that's what it's about.
Oh,
and it's like even Council of like. Fucking This Is Us is Valhalla Rising compared to Council of Dads. Council of Dads is the most contempt and hatred you could have for normal people watching. Like, the writers just despise whoever is watching it. They think they're the dumbest fucking pieces of shit on earth. And it's the most cynical shit you've ever seen.
I like in Felix lore, if he's looking for like an analogy to compare, like this makes X look like Y. The thing you go for that's like the highest possible standard is Nicholas Refn's Valhalla Rises.
Yeah, it's one of 7 good movies ever made.
You know what though?
Most movies are bad.
That movie is good though. It like Mads Mikkelsen is that he's really that dude.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The
scene where he pulls it, like he just like guts that guy and pulls out his intestines and leaves it like on top of his rib cage to die of exposure and like on the Iceland moors or whatever.
You know, Mitch McConnell during Obama's term refused to allow any nominations to replace empty seats on the Council of Dads. That's why he's the best. And now Trump got in there and he had all those seats to fill.
The Democrats couldn't even get a mediocre sitcom dad like Bob Saget on the Council of Dads. Mitch McConnell would not even let them do that.
Yeah.
Pathetic.
The only thing I know about that show is that the dying dad is played by the guy who is the hot drummer in That Thing You Do.
Oh, right.
Tom Everett Scott,
Yeah.
He was supposed to be like the new Tom Cruise, or no, new Tom Hanks. And then his career died, apparently because he was wildly unpleasant to work with.
Well, he's turned it around. He's now a great man with cancer.
He had
you know
to
why
get
he can't be
cancer in real life.
Yeah, you know why he can't be the new Tom Hanks? Tom Hanks has a little something called Portuguese magic. Tom Hanks is Portuguese.
That's true, he is.
He really is.
I didn't know that.
Right. I think I knew that, but I
him about this awful wine and see if he can do anything about it.
Okay.
No, he likes it. He likes Madeira.
He's a sicko.
No, he's nice.
I'm still trying to get my head around the fact that on This Is Us, Sterling K. Brown is Milo Ventimiglia's adopted son.
Yes. It's good, dude. You should watch it. You should watch it with me.
And Felix, your sister is making her Chapo debut, right?
Yeah, this is my first time that my sister has ever been on the show. I felt really bad that I made her watch this. Like, literally, I feel like, so she was trying to watch the full pilot. I only made her watch the pilot, and my niece just started crying in the middle of it from another room. It's like she could sense her mom was in danger.
Here's my media report from the other day. And it is, I guess, Tom Hanks. Jason, by the way, has Tom Hanks? Someone in the chat asked this, and it's a good question. Has he gotten over the Rona yet?
I believe they did.
It's been over 2 weeks, right? So.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's defeated it.
The thing is about Corona, I mean, people don't like you bring this up, but if you fuck a kid, it actually cures it.
Okay.
Parody.
Well, actually, this is
the official stance of the show is Tom Hanks. The coronavirus is no match for a Portuguese. Any Portuguese can defeat Corona.
Yeah.
You
It
gotta
was
ask yourself.
dangerous when they were saying black people can't get Corona, but Portuguese people actually can.
No,
I mean, show me the statistics about deaths from coronavirus in Portugal. You can't.
Right, which is why
Can't do it.
I should have gone to the New Bedford Whaling Museum, which has a very high population of the Portuguese descendants of whalers. I would have been safe there.
Like the U2 song in Gangs of New York. They are the hands that built America.
Yeah, you say that.
Their hands that stabbed the Leviathan.
Yes.
And there's a Portuguese guy's like, oh, I brought this large bowl of coronavirus. Would you like to eat it?
Well, yeah, but that's like juggling fire for them. It can't harm them. They're trained against viruses. Portuguese on top as always, forever.
All right, this is
next year in Lisbon. Let's go.
Okay, so this is Tom Hanks and sicko adjacent, but my latest quarantine media report of a film I rewatched that I hadn't seen in a very long time is Steven Spielberg's Close Encounters of the Third Kind.
Amazing.
Does anyone remember that movie?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
I've never seen it.
I have also never seen that.
Amazing soundtrack. I love that movie.
It's a very good movie, but like I hadn't seen it in. There's some actually we talked about this before. There are some absolutely beautiful matte painting and model shot effects in that movie that are really incredible. A lot of good stuff at nighttime and stuff. Anyway, the plot of this movie is essentially and I was kind of like dumbfounded that I didn't remember this. It's like Richard Dreyfuss has an experience, and then like he's sort of like compelled by the experience to seek out that famous flat top mountain in Wyoming where like the aliens are deigned to make their first contact. And it basically in the movie, he's driven sort of batty by this experience and ends up abandoned. Like his wife and children leave him.
Right.
The wife is played by Terry Garr, and he has like 4 very annoying children and sort of a shrewish wife. And he goes he goes so mental for this UFO that his wife and kids leave him, and he drives to Wyoming with a mother who's like lost her kid. And then at the end of the movie, he just gets on a spaceship and fucks off to outer space to like play keyboards with alien greys who have showed up to Earth to just return a bunch of World War II era Navy pilots that they've been like doing electrostim to their prostate for the last 40 years or something. And then they just let Richard Dreyfuss go on the spaceship and fuck off and abandon his wife and family to, like I said, play a synth keyboard in outer space for eternity, probably. Strange movie, but it does fit in with the overall Spielberg thread throughout all of his movies, which are about absentee fathers.
Yeah.
They talk about his incredibly traumatic divorce that his parents had, which is like really funny. It's like
Cry Me a River. Come on.
It's like this thing that literally half of all families in America for the past 50 years.
That was
Are you okay?
Every movie in the 80s was about bullshit. Like the divorce was the worst thing that could ever happen to you. And this cultural phenomenon culminated in Blink-182's Stay Together for the Kids, the most fucking melodramatic song of all time.
Oh, put that
again,
by the way,
let's put that in the YouTube queue.
Yes.
I'm from a place in the country where people still do stay together for the kids, and it is way more traumatizing than a divorce.
Oh yeah, it's way worse.
Single
definitely.
Definitely. Every person I know whose parents got divorced right after because they were like hiding it right after they left for college or like moved out was like, if you had done this earlier, I might have been able to form intimate relationships with members of the opposite sex, but now I'm terrified of them because my entire childhood is a series of silent dinners like some fucking Bergman movie.
All right. Well, we actually, I want to get into these some of these vids, and so when Chris gets back, what do you say we get Josh in on the chat?
Josh.
Let's watch some vids. I got a couple Steven Seagal Aikido demonstration vids queued up. I know Felix has a very like thorough and in-depth classic that I think.
Yeah, I put Stay Together.
I would like Josh's perspective on this as well.
Yeah, no, we need to watch this. I gotta leave in 30 minutes.
Okay, we want to do phase first.
Yeah, we should do. This is one of our favorite guys of all time. He's our boy, FaZe Banks, businessman, entrepreneur, icon, role model.
Okay, we'll get Josh in, and then we'll queue up some of these vids.
Yeah,
Felix, explain to the audience. You do have to bug out at 10, but explain to them what you were doing.
Oh, I'm playing a Counter-Strike tournament. Not a real one. I'm playing an inter-Discord Counter-Strike tournament that I'll still plays very poorly in due to my advanced age. And
Yes, Felix has to leave early so he can go fight babies.
they're not babies.
They're babies.
Many of them are 25 years old. Most of them are
It's like Alien versus Predator. Whoever wins, they're all losers.
By the way,
Nice.
my friend Jed,
All right.
who is a father of two, like who like listens to the show intermittently, but is mostly because he is just a dad who just wants to chain smoke and listen to NBA podcasts. Like he said, does Felix still play Fortnite? And he wanted to know because his 9-year-old son stopped playing it because he says it's for babies. And he's like, the only reason Peter will play it is if he gets a new kid in his school that's like a very recent which is Philadelphia school system. So he's like a very recent immigrant, and the kid doesn't speak English, but that is their adorable way of making friends. It's to like play Fortnite together. So he's like,
the golf course.
Like I'll play with it. I'll play it with like a new kid in school who only speaks Spanish, but like it's kind of for babies.
Those are the children that Felix murders every
I
night.
know.
Well,
Killed more kids than ICE detention.
I will say this. I'm currently mainly a Counter-Strike global offensive player. That is the game that I play the most now. Fortnite had a very adult meta earlier this year, but
It was
they
very
started from
sophisticated.
it was very adult.
You could play as Hugh Hefner, Playboy After
You could
Dark.
play as the coolest. You could play as the coolest adults. There were skins for Christopher Nolan, the amazing atheist.
It's the Mullen joke. It's like, they call it. No, it's the Nick joke. It's they call it child pornography, but a lot of the jokes are really sophisticated. They're for adults.
Okay.
Okay, but
Chris,
hold on.
hold
I am I'm playing adult games. I'm trying to get everyone into Arma, which is the most adult game. No, that's the story.
Okay.
Everything
I'm
changes.
Chris.
But
I'm gonna get Josh to hop in the chat, and then we're gonna
right.
queue up some of these vids.
Yeah. Let's do it. Let's chat.
I love your vibes, Chris. I love your vibe lighting.
Chris has equal lighting.
I've been steadily
too, but
building
I wasn't
out
having
my streaming vibe experience.
Chris's place has really good and very rigorous
I do
security.
too.
Chris, this is true. Chris brings on tour with him one of those light bulbs that can change color and pulse in the hotel rooms. He can curate vibes.
And you know
That's
what?
how good a producer he is.
It's not a thing I would ever consider bringing, and yet when you bust it out and everyone's hanging out in a hotel room, it's delightful.
Everyone's happy to see it there. Like,
Absolutely.
it's one of those things is you're like, what did you bring? And then you're like, damn, I'm so happy you brought this.
Yeah,
'Cause I'll be
it's just
sitting
a
on the
single
bed.
LED light bulb. It's easy to.
I'll be
it's easy
sitting
to
on the
pack.
bed thinking, like, I really wish someone would trigger my my epilepsy right now, and then Chris could do it for me, and I appreciate that. I love biting my wallet.
Oh, by the way, I just wanted to let Felix know this before he had to go. But I ran a Twitter poll the other day that was like, if we do another like DVD commentary, like watch along thing. Okay, we got Josh.
Yeah.
Here he comes. Here's that boy. I'll wait for him. Then I'll. Hey.
It'll take a sec for him
Oh,
to
wait.
connect to audio.
Yeah, I gotta get to his audio to come through.
Yo,
What's up?
Oh,
Hey,
it's
girl.
Saturday Night Vibe
absolutely.
featuring a Tyler and a lifted Jeep.
Okay, Josh. First of all, your hoodie is incredible.
That's amazing.
Proud alum.
He's
One of the
only
best
good
alums.
thing. The only
It's
good
some
thing that
amazing
came out
work
of
on bounded harmonic functions.
What's that?
So, Josh, I'm gonna send you a link to this like the watch together thing, and we're gonna hang out and watch some YouTube
Together.
videos together. So I'm
Cool.
gonna send you the link for that. But before I do, I just want to finish telling Felix I ran a poll that if we do another DVD commentary or like watch along episode, like what movie should we do? And the selections I gave were Casino, Who Framed
Yes.
Roger Rabbit,
Okay.
RoboCop, and
Okay.
Avatar. The polls are closed. Over 20,000 people voted in it. and by 1% at 30, Avatar was the winner.
Let's go. This is what democracy looks like.
I actually think that would be the best one to do too.
Okay, at number
Yes.
2,
Let's
at
go.
29% was RoboCop, followed by Who
Never
Framed
seen
Roger
it.
Rabbit, and coming up at the
You've
rear.
never seen
Casino.
RoboCop. How many times have you seen Avatar and you've never seen RoboCop?
I've only had 2 viewings of Avatar. I think like later in my life I'll go to a monastery type setup to study the movie.
That doesn't sound like a lot, but that's twice as many times as he has seen any other movie.
Right.
Yeah. Well, you know, it's one of I put it in like the top 12 of movies I've seen. But no, yeah, I've seen it twice. Yeah, I've never seen RoboCop. I think RoboCop is a little bit childish.
It's childish.
Robotic.
It's childish.
A robotic
man who
police
becomes a
officer.
robot.
Grow up.
He's a cop, though. That's
yeah.
the important
Okay.
thing. He's a cop.
All right. How old are you guys? And you're cheering for a cop? Okay. Go
Felix, you love cop movies.
I like.
Pretend it's a Mark Wahlberg movie.
Okay, I like movies about different types of cops.
That
like,
reminds me, we gotta watch fucking Den of Thieves.
Yeah.
Yes.
You will love that.
we do.
You will love Den of Thieves. Amber, have you seen Den of Thieves with Gerard Butler?
Never.
It's like if Tucker Max directed Heat.
Den of Thieves is Heat for the Monster Energy
Yeah.
set.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like Barstool Sports presents Heat. It
But
rules.
like,
We'll watch it.
I could say that like as a dig against Den of Thieves, but it's really not because it is absolutely perfect in every way.
It is.
For
It's a
what
great,
it is.
entertaining movie.
Okay.
Great cast.
I'll watch it.
All right. So, Josh, I put a link to the watch together in the chat on the Zoom call. So pull that up. But while you do, what are you up to, buddy? How is quarantine life treating you?
Dude, Quar's wild, man. It's not great. Nobody's really sure what to do. LA is a madhouse in Quar because like there's no crystals and they obviously didn't work, so people are freaking out. Like that was the first thing to go from all the stores. And you know, just people are like taking their high-waisted jeans and they're making them into ad hoc N95 masks. It's just a nightmare, dude. Everywhere you look in LA, like, no, it's like 60 degrees and no one's able to be seen wearing a beanie. So it's like really tough right now.
I mean, I know we're curating good vibes on Saturday Night Vibes right now, but how you dealing with our boy Bernie throwing in the towel?
Man, I mean, look, like our boy is. If it was up to me, like, hey, do you want to stop all these people from dying? Because you leaving the race is the only thing that will stop all these people from dying.
Yeah.
He's too nice. He's like, you know, I probably would do the same thing as him. Like, they're just the DNC and the Republicans are just tossing fucking boomers off a cliff like lemmings. And they're like, you could stop this. And Bernie's like, I guess I have to.
It's
Gun to his
I
head.
get it.
It's like Josh. It's like the scene in Fargo season 1 in the elevator where Billy Bob's like, "Is this what you want?
Yes.
Is this what you want?"
You did that.
And he goes, "You did that. That's on you."
Exactly.
And like the Josh,
Bernie said no.
the perfect like example of this, or like manifestation of how evil this is the day he suspended his campaign. Cuomo announced, "Oh, by the way, New York, everyone's going to have mail-in ballots for the primary in June."
Interesting.
Oh yeah.
Just the day of, and like up to that minute, they were just like, "Oh yeah, no, we're doing the regular primary. Everyone getting those gyms and libraries, baby. Let's go, get in there."
Fucking pepperoni nippled piece of shit.
I'm so happy that like all media isn't in LA or California because like Gavin Newsom is not doing shit and he's still getting he's getting some good press. But if he was to the level of Cuomo, I might I don't know, like drive my car into a building.
I think they might be trying to switch off because they were bumping up Cuomo, but people keep dying, and that's not good.
Yeah.
So it's like it's harder to sell Cuomo when people literally like a 9/11's worth of people die every day.
Yeah, I know, right? Like, I was totally convinced they were Cuomo was the guy because there was just so much of that unearned media about how fucking good he's doing. But the fact of the matter is, like,
He's doing shit.
I tweeted about this. Like, my brother-in-law is an FDNY paramedic, and I was talking to my sister about that, and she told me that he pronounces 4 people dead a night in New York and in New York City.
And that's not usually the EMT's job, is to
No,
make a declaration.
like, and that's the thing.
No.
They never, ever pronounce anyone usually.
Start spreading the news.
Yeah.
Well, that's why they're switching.
I'm dying today.
They're switching to Newsom. They're switching to Newsom, but the thing is, I don't think Newsom's going to be the candidate. Newsom's just going to secede and become God Emperor of California.
No,
The only way Newsom could win a national election is if he fucked literally every woman voter, which, like, on his current path, he might.
Well, what's his crystal policy? I mean,
He has crystallized HPV from fucking the entire team.
He's the honeypot. He's the neoliberal honeypot. Just gonna go to every lonely queer housewife and just like,
Wait,
oh, I'm sorry your husband died.
At this point, to be fair, that might work on me.
his ex-girlfriend is now Don Jr.'s wife, right?
No, his ex-wife is Don Jr.'s girlfriend.
His ex-wife is now John Jr.'s girlfriend.
Yes.
And they're
Okay.
engaged.
They're engaged though. Yeah.
Love is still real, people. Don't give up on love. Don
Their
Jr.
wedding's gonna
decided
be
you
sponsored
can't
by
do-
Jose Cuervo. It's gonna be fine.
I gotta say,
I love when the bride and groom drink out of the same Bing energy. So
This is literally going to be like the only Trump family event that Tiffany is invited to.
I feel bad for Aubrey O'Day, who was his mistress when he was still married,
Yeah.
and then he just dropped her and got a new girl when he was free. It's very sad because she loved him. She loved Don Jr.
She wrote songs about him, right?
She wrote
Or-
songs about Don Jr.
Wow.
Yeah, that goes to show, like, there's no telling what, like, straight women like. You just don't know.
Okay.
Mr. Bean can get it. Mr. Bean can run me over.
Okay,
with a
gang.
circle.
I know Felix has to go to his
Yeah.
He's got to slay. He's got to dominate.
Me and Chet, we're gonna see how we do.
All right.
No bold
So-
predictions.
Josh, you have the watch together window
Yeah.
queued up. Okay. So, like, Felix, should I just go with Dear Tifu right
Yeah,
now?
let's go with Dear Tifu. This is a
All
video
right,
about.
give me a second to pull it into the stream.
Okay.
Because I'm looking right now at something else. I don't want to spoil it, but it's beautiful what I'm looking at.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay,
now it's on the
Josh,
stream.
yeah.
We can watch that a little later. All right,
Yeah, we're
one
gonna
second.
watch some Seagal vids in a second.
Well, you did just spoil it.
There
Okay,
we
sorry.
go. Pulling that down. Zoom capture. All right, let's see if this fucking works. My computer's grinding at the very limit of its processing ability, so the viewer experience might not be great, but we'll see.
Get that grind on.
I love that all the computers are just turning into battle bots now that they're the sole arbiter of all entertainment. It's someone's home computer. It's just like smoking and sparking like it just got hit by the buzzsaw bot. It rules. I
All
love
right.
entertainment, baby.
Oh, it
we have
works.
Mercy of the cursed steel
Fan base
secret.
have every right to be super emotional. What you guys are about to see right now, Sunday, April 1st, this is the day.
All right, I'm gonna skip ahead. There's a lot of boring bullshit. But so basically, Tifu.
Just set
Hold
this
on.
up a little bit.
Hold on.
Sunday, April 1st, this is the day, this is
So whoever's playing it, can you pause it? I can
Yeah.
hear you. Okay, so Tifu was the star, like sort of the star signee of this organization, FaZe, a professional gaming organization. He was the biggest streamer on Twitch, and he had a very bad deal with them. FaZe is headed by FaZe Banks, who's we've posted a lot about him before because he was the star of the greatest video of all time, Mom's Basement podcast. Anyway, Tifu sued FaZe, and the following is a crash course in what you should do if you get sued.
I can testify. Actually, I can testify to this. This is true, by the way.
Yeah.
I know from experience. This isn't scripted. I didn't prepare for this video.
Time you guys know in detail the truth.
Wait. Who's not wearing headphones?
Sorry. Just put it in. Just muted. Sorry.
Okay.
I think it's complete and utter most of it is a complete lie, exaggerated, and it's tactical.
Look how many cuts there are.
And legal strategy against friends.
I like that the one cut was on a cut. That's good that there's no cutting.
Yeah.
Honestly, I thought we were friends. Tifu, I called you my
He's
family.
cutting the cusses. That's good.
Yeah.
Think about how many times he's fucking up during this. If they cut this fucking much.
Felix, I just really also need to point out, like, FaZe Banks is a very unpleasant to look at. Like,
I think he's kind of hot.
I don't like it.
Why? What's the problem?
He just looks wildly inbred.
Nah, he looks cool. He looks Boston strong to me.
Is he from Boston?
Of course he is.
Oh, of course he is. Jesus Christ.
His neck tattoo is also very cool.
That fucking entire area needs a Moab.
So this is what you should say if you're sued. You should say, you guys are fucking snakes.
So I'm going to split this video into two
Sure,
parts.
I-
First, they're going to be the facts and the claims against my brand.
What's the point of having ears gauged if they're going to be that small? You know what I mean?
You're working yourself up to bigger gauges. It's all about making challenges and meeting them and exceeding them. LA, let's grind. Let's go, baby. Josh, you probably hang out.
Dude, starting with my ear to the ground.
I feel like
No, Josh, you're an Angelino. You probably hang out with this guy a lot.
Or I'm going to explode.
I mean,
Dude,
every
Josh
other
filmed
guy in LA looks like this. Has
Yeah.
like
Oh,
tiny gauge ears and a lifted Jeep, and it's just
Half
like,
the
"Dude,
money
let's
I
get a
win
panini."
is
Oh!
fucking charity money, but all like the
Then to the
regular
FaZe
tournament
house.
winnings. Yeah.
All right, so yeah, let's get into the facts. So the fact of the matter is, we have earned a grand total of, get ready for a drum roll please, T-Wah, $60,000 from Tifu. That's how much money we have earned off of his whole entire career. His Twitch, his YouTube, which are two of the biggest on the platform, Twitch being the actual biggest Twitch streamer in
This
the
is a
world.
great
He
thing
earns
to do
a hell
if
of
you're in
lot
the
of
middle
money.
of a
Lot more money than you guys
financial
probably know. His
lawsuit.
code is another major stream of revenue. His prize earnings, another stream of revenue. This work every day for it. I've sacrificed so much for it. So much to this day for it. We'll get into all that in a second. But let's continue on with the facts and the claims. So the number 2 claim was, it was something along the lines of Turner was forced or like encouraged to do stunts, and as a
want you guys
result
to
he was
understand
injured.
something.
Like, homie, what? Turner,
Encouraged
we all
to
know
do
you're a fucking
stunts,
sicko. You
and
jump
as
off of
a
shit.
result,
You've
he
been
was
doing that
injured.
far before you met us. And the first thing you did when you
I would
came
like
back,
to
the
submit to
very
the
first
court
thing
that
the
the plaintiff does jump off things.
Anyone was pressuring.
Yeah, he
anybody
does
to
jump
do
off a
that,
bridge.
it was you,
Objection?
brother,
Homie, what?
Oh, this is a dap. This is the guy whose house got broken into.
Oh,
while he
yeah,
posted-
yeah.
Absolute hardest to get me to do it. Like, you threw money at me to do it. What? And again, I know it's strategy and it's something put out there to just make us look
Dude, we're
like
friends. We love
personal
jumping off each other. Let's
This
not
is
bring in
legal
lawyers to jump.
strategy 101.
Fuck.
You don't
I mean,
let
where I
people
thought
know
that
the
is
storm's coming.
actually
I know those people
basically
that
the
didn't let
basis
know
of
it was
male
coming.
friendship.
And you just fucking sucker punch him. You hit him from behind. You catch him off guard. Well, you caught me, dude. I'm completely off guard, but this is what's real and this is my response to this bullshit. What was the third thing? Oh, Turner was also pressured into drinking underage. Homie, that is
Wait, I'm getting
so
the-
Yeah, I'm getting a little
feedback
feedback.
here.
from the
Yeah,
end.
I'm getting a ton of feedback.
We went to a party at your current girlfriend's house.
Okay,
Real
who-
Housewives for like straight Zoomers.
Yeah, it is. That's exactly what YouTube is. And Banks is like the Lisa Vanderpump. That's like the best way I can describe it.
Well,
It's great
Before you were
because
21. And Turner, what happened to that YouTube video? You deleted it because your dad and your people freaked out because somebody shot a BB gun through their fucking shit. No. Was that at my house? Did I pressure you into doing that? Homie, what? Are you joking me?
I just want to throw something out there real quick.
I like how the expert he brings in is Tyler Blevins. He's like, I have expert testimony.
18, 19. I don't encourage or think that anyone should drink underage. But like, also, like, if you guys,
I'm no big city lawyer. But when I hear a man say that he didn't force his friend to shoot another man in the cheek with a BB gun, I'm inclined to believe.
That's just weird.
All of these claims are absolute bullshit. It's simply just
I'm
not
not
true.
saying it's
Well,
bad.
those are the facts. Let's move on.
Oh, great music.
This is so good.
I want you guys to understand something very important.
More
Banks
Tyler
have every right
Blevins.
to be
More
streamed.
of it.
What you guys
Just as
are about
much
to
as
see
I
right
can
now,
get in
Sunday,
this
April
video.
1st, this is
I
how
honestly
like,
think
like,
Streamers Court would
Andy,
be good at like afternoon network programming.
That's
Yeah.
a great idea, Chris.
All right, so this next
I-
part's gonna
I
be a
really
lot
like
harder.
that.
I would
It's
love
gonna
to
be
watch
the most
that.
emotional part for me, and this is where all my fucking emotions for this are coming from. And
Yeah,
hopefully
this is
it
the
just
best
paints
part.
The idea of why is Banks mad? What the fuck? Why are you?
I also
asking?
love his Green
Let me
Mutant
just
skull
break it down
shirt.
for you guys.
When you're like,
It's
I'm doing the
cool.
most emotional video ever. Gotta pick the right fit
It's
for it.
annihilated. I feel annihilated.
No,
It
yeah.
looks like a
So
Luigi's
crushed.
Mansion
It's not
shirt.
even funny. I've never been done this dirty by a homie in my whole life. A homie that I helped. A homie that I changed their whole entire
I love that he's
life.
that
Let me
he censors the
elaborate. So I met
curses
Tfue
too.
Turner.
That's so he can monetize this video.
By the way,
Is it-
a homie who I changed their whole. Pause.
Their whole.
Well, it paused because it cut, because he probably like said, I changed his
Yeah,
whole
but-
shit. What's that thing you do in between when you're born and you die? Oh, live. Damn, I always fuck that up.
His buddy's like in the background. He's like, "Are you talking about eating? Eat. The word's eat."
Yeah, but yeah, no, yeah, there's a lot to love about this video, but this is about when Banks gets emotional, because like the way to get a lawsuit against you and your business thrown out is to go to the judge and be like, dog, I've never been this fucked over by a homie ever. My heart's broken.
Okay, but like honestly, like a lawsuit isn't real if it's between friends, right?
No, yeah, exactly.
That's how it works.
To a homie.
Okay, here we
Oh,
go.
I
Okay.
was in my prime. I was maxed out. I was doing great. I was getting 5, 6, 7 million views a video. You know what I'm saying? I tweeted out a stream. I'm up to 100 viewers, and
I mean,
would
we
watch
laugh,
the
but we don't have a
stream, and I would
fraction of those
study how he
numbers
played,
on
and
Twitch.
I would watch Ninja
No.
and Myth, who were the
Wait,
two
dude, wait till I start
definitive
trying.
1 and 2s at the time on Twitch. They were the biggest by far. They were looked at as 2 of the best players on all these power rankings. All these channels were making. Ninja was number 1. Ninja was number 1. Myth was number 2. Myth was number 2. And to be honest with you, no offense to my boys, Ninja and Myth, but
I just can't get over how many
thought
edits
Tfue was
there
better.
are.
I thought he was a better player, and to be honest, me personally, I
This
enjoyed
the
watching his
original
stream.
source
I put
video
2 and 2
is
together,
probably
and I
4
said,
hours.
Yeah.
How
Yeah.
long
and
did this
I can enjoy
take?
watching him. I've
This is
consumed
like
so
the
much gaming
director's
content at this
cut of
point,
the
I could
good,
throw
bad,
up.
and the
If I can
ugly.
sit there and
Yeah,
watch his stream at
this
night
guy is
before
a
I go to bed and actually
multi-millionaire.
enjoy it,
He's in
then
charge of like
a
one of the
lot
most
people probably
recognizable
could too. So
brands,
quickly in my
Zoomers.
head, I tried to figure out ways to
And
bring him into the
this
team,
has
and,
the
luckily
tone
for
of
me,
like
and I
an
say
essay
luckily
they
for
would make you write if you got a DUI in 8th grade.
No, this has this. Yeah, it has the tone of like something that Andy Cohen is like overseeing too. Like,
Yes.
Oh yeah, yeah, definitely.
It
because I
feels
was
like
stuffed.
like
72
with
hours, I left our pro team.
with fucking reality shows, the whole point of them was to get rid of unions. It was to get rid of writers and get rid of
Yeah.
actors. And now reality shows have eaten the producers who
I
did
don't
that
have one. This is from
anti-union
a year
thing.
ago. I have a new phone. Cloak might still have them, but Cloak or Tfue would never dispute
One of my
this.
You
favorite
don't need a
things about
producer
this is
if you
true,
just
but,
record
dude,
everything you
just please-
fucking do in your
Not
life.
with the face cam card, not with that. There's clips of him and Ninja going at it in H1Z1.
you know how you guys like
Come on,
the
and Space Line,
documentaries? What if
who
it was
locked
that,
in
but bad?
Harmony with us at
These
this
are
point.
they
We had to
do
do it very
so
quickly.
many
We've been
views.
working on it.
Most people in America don't know that there is an election that just happened, but like they could tell you everything about this.
Yeah.
You know, they're like, dog, Banks's problem is that his heart is too big.
negotiating with him.
I feel like it's like one of my favorite
And we've
parts about
collected,
this
again,
world, and like
$0
particularly your
on it. And I've
jokes,
told
are
him
like
personally, we
the
are never
gamer
gonna collect
names and
any prize money. I
handles
wanna
are
make
so
this
like,
stuff
yo,
right. I want you to
back
be
in those
happy.
days, Myth and Shroud, they were the 2 biggest guys on the scene, and then like Professor IQ came along. And, like,
Did you hear the guys that he brought that were part of FaZe's initial pro team? He was like, yeah, my boys Jalmok, Space Lion.
Space Lion.
I appreciate
Jew
you,
rock.
team, etc., etc.
So
Yo, my
let's
boy,
get
the-
That is the worst tattoo I have ever seen.
Yeah,
For
it's-
Christ's
it's-
sake,
it's-
look at me.
It's pretty good.
It's pretty cool. It's
It's
is
pretty
that
cool.
Bulbasaur on
Literally-
fire with the Brazilian colors.
From someone who has like white trash tattoos, at least they're good white trash tattoos.
From
Alright.
behind him,
What
like
followed
that
after that?
Japanese
So what I'm gonna
garden
put up on
thing,
the screen right now is
like
a
there's a
couple of
Pacific
graphs, some maps,
somewhere
some
back there,
receipts,
right?
of
That's what it's
Tfue's growth
Right.
when he joined
Yes.
FaZe, after he joined FaZe. I'd all say this is one
Yeah,
side.
he
He's gotten all the
he
credit
loves
in the
hanging
world
out
for
at
that. He makes so
PacSun,
much money
you know,
trying
buying
to-
some
I
board
really do,
shorts.
but that- the duo that
Just really need cherry blossoms this week.
Handles you've been a part of with the getting banned on Twitter. I was
What's
there
the
for all
status
of it. I
of the
helped you figure
lawsuit?
all of it out by your side. Homie.
I don't know. I think that like the judge probably just like watched this video and was like, he killed himself. He shot himself in the head. After...
Matt, the answer is it was dismissed. I'm scot free. I thought you knew that.
Oh, right. Yeah, I remember.
Yeah. Tfue sued FaZe Banks and Will. No, yeah, like Banks probably wanted to represent himself. He probably went into court and was like, Your Majesty, I declare mistrial. And they're like, all right, everyone can go home.
It's like everything down to your thumbnails and titles. There's a long
Hold on.
I helped you figure all of it
I
out
have to
by your
pause
side,
on this.
homie. By your side, everything down to your thumbnails.
By all means.
Look at the fucking this is Banks drawing a thumbnail for him on YouTube. Look at the drawing. Look at this child's drawing. Holy shit, this owns.
Titles. There's a long list of a DM chat between me and Tfue. And in the early stages of Tfue, his thumbnails were trash. He didn't know how to title a YouTube.
Yo, bro, your thumbnails are
I
trash.
sat there every single day and helped him on every single
What
one.
does he
Now
do with
knows
those
what he's
millions
doing,
of dollars?
and that's great. But even what's a good example?
I could show you some Banks vlogs. He does shit like there's some like awful Israeli he knows, and he goes to like his showroom or pop-up shop and he's like, yo, this is my man, he has the dopest shit, he made sweatpants out of beach towels, and they're like $20,000. He buys shoes, he buys more shirts with skulls on them.
That sounds
classic
cool.
world famous ninja thumbnail where Tfue's knocking out
World famous ninja thumbnail.
Thought this shit should look. I came up with the idea. Nothing. Do you want to know what I have gained from Tfue? Because
What I love
this
about
is
that,
I
about
collect
like that
$0
text
from
exchange
Twitch,
and all that
I
shit,
so
or like
that we can
every
pay
one
for
of those
these
things,
houses.
those
That's a fun fact
screenshots
that
are in
none
like
of you guys fucking know
official
about. My
legal
company pays
documents
for both of our houses.
because of this
I get
lawsuit.
$0
Which
because
probably
of the law, because I love
like
these houses. Because so
invalidates
many people's
some of
lives
the
have
legal
changed. Since the Nelk
proceedings.
boys have gotten
Like,
here, they've
right?
been working their balls
Like,
off.
you're
They've
not
changed
supposed to do
Bryce's
this.
life, Alyssa's life, everybody in the FaZe house's life. And
Now I'm
that's what I
imagining
love
the
more.
movie
I
version
love
of
to
this
really
where the
take
camera
somebody,
just
because I was a kid who
seamlessly
played video
pans
games
from
who was
this
lost.
to
I didn't
him
know what I wanted
in a
to do. This
continuation
logo,
of this
FaZe
monologue
Clan,
in a
this
suit
shit
in
saved
court,
my fucking
but like
life.
the,
Yeah.
the stream
I know
of
what it
talking
meant to
never
me, and
stops.
I
to
would
apply
I
that
would
to as
love
many
more
people
than
as possible,
anything
people who deserve
for
it.
David
Tfue, you did
Fincher
deserve it, but
to
I did
direct a
not deserve
movie
this,
about
homie.
the
You did
FaZe
not deserve
Clan,
this.
like he
Not
did
even
like
close.
a social network
Yeah,
style
every
movie
time you
about
guys there
FaZe
for you.
Clan.
You confided in me. You told me things that your own brother doesn't know about. And you
Your
know,
own
you
brother.
noticed
Thumbnails is
a
cool.
change
You
in
know
you
it's
when
cool.
you left the house
Affiliate
because of
thumbnail.
Corinna, because of your feelings, whatever, falling out when you guys originally first met each other. You left LA because of that, and you blamed it on us, and you made me feel like shit for it. That's the real reason why you left LA. And that's when I noticed, like, that's not cool. Like, I don't deserve that. What the fuck? And here I am today. Blowing you up. Homie, is this real? Homie,
This is
where you at?
amazing.
Yo, you got 5 minutes to talk? Dude, I changed your life. You can never, ever dispute that. And I know you won't. You know what, Turner? I know that this was not aimed at me. This whole lawsuit thing, this whole blow up, I know this wasn't aimed at me, but this is me. I am FaZe Clan. And
So what?
I would like to see,
Completely. People, what comes after Trump? This comes after Trump. This is the only thing that's like more dumbed down than Trump.
Ever.
I would like to
He's
see.
like, Turner, I know you're suing me right now, but like, I don't care. I'm FaZe Clan, and I did everything that you alleged me in the court for some violence against me. Like, I did that, and I want that on record.
Yeah.
I'll never forgive you.
I did intend to slander you.
I know.
I would like to see Tfue Turner's personal musings on this topic. Some kind of 21st century Turner diaries.
Hundreds of thousands. I don't care. People need to hear what I have to say about this. This is raw. This is real. This is how I feel. All the way down to your fucking.
This is raw. This is real.
It's so good because he said that right before an edit.
Yeah.
Raw, this is real.
Best in the game.
He needs a lot of tape.
Nah, but jokes aside, I just came here to
Has
point out that
has what's his name? The other guy responded.
Massive success that you are. Who encouraged
No,
you to
his
vlog?
lawyers
Oh,
probably
that's
told
right.
him not
That
to
was me
record
too.
a
Who went with
vlog
you to
about his
Best Buy?
feelings about the
You got your
lawsuit.
first ever camera. You
Please
just
don't
said
do
that.
this.
Who was with you? Who's the only person with you?
Probably a bad
that's
idea.
right.
Yo, my lawyers,
And I'm-
my
again,
lawyers,
not trying to
they
take
said
anybody
please
away from
don't
Turner.
do
I
this,
know you
but
love
like,
it.
look,
I know
I'm
you
me.
love it.
I'm
I know you
FaZe
love it.
Clan.
Everyone
Like,
sees
that's
you as the
me.
best. You're the
Well,
best.
I endanger my
You are,
lawsuit.
homie. I will
We'll
vouch for you.
we'll
I will
try to
fucking
do
sit
it,
on
but
the
we
knee for
wouldn't
you.
let him upload.
That's
Yeah.
it. And it's
There's
crazy to see
somewhere
this
there's a video with Will with like Sid and Marty and Bia crawling around him. He's like, yo, and the fucked up thing is, like, I still consider you a friend.
No. yes, like
That.
Will's real ass thoughts about the lawsuit.
Yeah.
It's crazy, man. I'm interested to see how you'll respond to this. And maybe it is for your career.
What the
or
fuck was that edit? Like, what could have happened to that sentence? Between, like, in between that, this
How could he not finish that?
Yeah.
Like, why did that have to be cut?
Yeah, bro, do you ever, like, you get started saying words and it's like, I'm out of words for the day. And you got to get your friend to bring over more words.
Yo, can you go down to the word store and bring me some more words?
Maybe you will succeed in that. Maybe you won't.
I'm fucking out.
Is his tattoo a sexy genie from Aladdin?
I think you and I both know you've never met a person.
I think
who
Felix
went
said
out of their way for
Bulbasaur,
you
and that's
like
what
I
I'm
did.
seeing.
This is before the money. I'm sorry.
That's my favorite part. That's my favorite part.
So good.
That's my favorite part.
I think he practiced that pregnant pause.
There's a few of you guys out there, a few of you Fortnite guys out there. Dakotas. Ask Dakotas what I used to say about Tfue.
Ask
He was in
Dakotas.
the-
Ask him.
Ask Dakotas.
Very early on.
Believe
You saw
Dakotas.
Yes.
what I saw in you. You ever pay that forward? You ever fucking cash
Pay
that
that.
check? You ever return the favor on that? No. Now it's all about girls who met you after the fact and people who met you after
It's
the fact.
always
and
about the
lawyers who
girls
meet
who
you
meet
after
you after
you're
you're
famous.
famous.
You never paid me a dime in
I
your
do
fucking
I
life.
do love the
I've
whole
done
like,
more
oh,
for
they
you than
met
any
you
of these people
after,
ever
and it's
have
like
ever
you're
could.
not supposed
That's all I
to
have
meet
say.
new
I still
people.
love you, dog.
Like-
and I wish this
Yeah.
wasn't real.
He's such a
Sorry.
pimp.
To my fans,
He is such
to
like a
all
pimp
Phases fans,
attitude.
to everyone who's tweeting out positive things, who's hitting me up in my DMs from other orgs, people from the Fortnite community,
Other
who
orgs.
text me
People from
saying, "Sorry, I
DSA,
know how
you know."
bad you
Yeah.
guys are right
Yo,
now."
shout out
PSL, PSL.
Yeah.
We don't agree on
Working
everything.
family
Shout out
party.
to as fuck.
Times like this,
But we're forwarding
when
a
shit hits the
broad
fan, You see
coalition.
who the fucking snakes are, and you see who the real genuine people are. If there's any silver lining in this, it's
Council
that.
of Dads,
for
if you
I
will.
appreciate it.
Oh my
For a
God,
reason, not to get all
these
cliche
young
and
men
fucking
need a
corny on you
council of
guys,
dads.
but
They
that's just what
do.
I have
They
to say.
really could have
Like, I
used
gotta
at least
myself
one
and
dad,
fucking
let alone a
go on and
council.
just curl up and die.
Like, you know how there's like a house
Yeah,
mom
that's
in
about
like
it. That's all I have to
fraternity?
say.
Yes.
Like,
Your boy Banks.
yeah.
Phase
Phase
up.
Clan should have a
Forever.
state-appointed
For the rest
council
of
of
my fucking
dads.
life.
Phase the
A
fuck
third
up.
older
Phase
man
the
who
fuck
just
up, boys.
The fuck
quietly
out.
sits in a den reading a newspaper.
Yeah.
Oh,
About
that's-
to
All right, guys.
adjudicate this stuff so it doesn't have to go to court.
Well, as you sign off, let's play you out with one more thing. Here we go.
phase the fuck up, Felix.
Yeah,
Phase the fuck up tonight.
Okay, everyone.
Yo, you and Chet, you gonna
Here we
kill him,
got
boy.
one more for you.
All right.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah.
The black
This song
nail
touched-
polish.
This song
Yes,
touched so many
yeah.
kids and like changed the world so much that they actually used a crazy ray on Tom because of it.
This is so fucking good.
You mean they gave him the truth ray when he realized the truth of what was going on?
Tom is like the dad in Third Encounter. Or,
Yes, he is.
Yeah, Close Encounters. Yes, he
Close
really is.
He just
Hell
went
yes.
insane from
Yes.
aliens and
Oh,
had to
it's
leave the
true,
band.
Yes.
He will get electro-stimmed by the alien. It will happen.
I love how dramatic this is. It fucking goes.
Oh God, that disgusting accent. Disgusting. No offense, Josh. That disgusting California accent.
These guys are way too old to be singing about parents. Anyone's parents.
You should not be mad at your parents past the age of 22.
No,
Father of mine,
after
where have you been?
I thought there was like an era of music where like almost all male vocals had that kind of voice. You
we
know,
should bring it
like-
back.
Yeah, it should come back.
This is what they took from us.
We
guys.
need to once again make San Diego the center of all American culture.
yes, absolutely. It's awesome to be like.
San Diego was nice. I liked
Yeah.
it there.
I think that's like a Gen X thing to be like 30 and be like, when my parents got divorced, that's when my innocence was lost. And you're like, oh, that's 20 years ago.
Yeah, in the late 90s, like San Diego to Long Beach was like the Fertile Crescent.
All right, boys. I will see everyone later.
All right, later,
All right.
buddy.
Phase up.
Later,
Phase up,
later,
good.
boys.
Phase up.
Phase up. Y'all who are real as fuck who are contacting me from other orgs and other podcasts. I see you. There are a lot of snakes out there. All right, peace.
So many snakes.
Uh,
Dude, the like soft, like the chill march, like the slouching march drum beat,
Yeah.
man. Every
I
fucking
unironically
song.
love Travis
Look at her
Barker.
face.
Travis
oh,
Barker
God, look at her
rocks.
face.
Not anymore.
Yeah,
Travis
dude.
Barker doesn't rock?
Is he dead?
No, his friend
No,
DJ AM
no.
died.
DJ AM
Oh,
died
that's
in that
right.
plane
They were in the
crash,
same
yeah.
plane crash.
Yeah, he was very badly burned though.
Yeah.
R.I.P. Bradley. All Bradley from Sublime, dude. R.I.P. Lou Dog.
Yeah, because it was every band. It was these guys, Everclear, fucking 311, fucking Sublime. Brutal.
That's my town. That's where that's me, baby.
I gotta add this
All
to my
that terrible
post-quarantine karaoke list.
You could go to a music festival and every band, everyone would be in board shorts for the entire show.
And dude, every picture of me between the ages of like 10 and like 17, I wore puka shells. All right, so don't come at me, okay?
Just like
speaking
hemp,
of-
braided hemp and puka shells, just
Chris, I have a
aerating
suggestion.
your skin.
As those are watching bands that suck. Actually, I do kind of like Blink.
No, Blink's great.
Against my better judgment.
They're not. You're both.
Good stuff.
Good,
Oh,
good
that's
pop
all
songs.
I'm sorry. I'm
Blue
sorry.
Ranch is good. It's
You
fun.
got-
It reminds you of. It's good nostalgia.
Okay.
The best thing you can
Yes,
say is
it reminds
they're
me of
catchy.
people who I used to call mall punks and throw milkshakes at.
The best thing you can say about Blink-182 songs is that they're catchy, but so
Yeah.
is fucking coronavirus.
Yes.
Damn.
Okay.
Damn.
All I want to say is that it's my joke from 4 years ago when I said gonorrhea.
Sorry.
We should watch a music video from the band Buck Cherry. Does anyone remember them?
Oh my God.
I have another one.
I had to film a
along
Buck
this
Cherry
line-
concert
Wait,
for
wait.
work once.
Yeah, really?
What?
I had to film a Buck. Okay, so
Go on.
I worked for a couple years filming concerts, and specifically, I got this one gig that sent me to the Sturgis motorcycle rally.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah, you
Cool.
told me about this. Oh fuck.
Yeah, dude. We fucking had like we filmed all these concerts during the Sturgis motorcycle rally, which for those that don't know, it's like the middle of a Venn diagram between an episode of HBO's Real Sex and a Trump rally. Like, it's the perfect like in between of those two things. One campground, a single campground became the second most populous city in South Dakota for the 2 weeks of the rally. And so, dude, we were filming fucking a Buck Cherry concert. The lineup, I think, was like Buck Cherry and Disturbed. And
Hell yeah.
that's when I learned that the lead singer of Disturbed is a fellow Jew. So Jeff Sherman, the lead singer of Disturbed, he's a member of my tribe. But dude, I have never seen so many weird like parts of skin as I've seen at that Buck Cherry concert at the fucking motorcycle rally. Just the weirdest skin I've ever seen in my entire life, and parts of the body you wouldn't expect to see.
Oh man.
I have one more already queued up that I think makes a nice compliment with this, and something that we've been talking about on the pod this week.
Do it.
All right, play. First play, then I'm gonna get a drink real quick. Yeah.
Woo!
Yes.
Drink pee-pee.
Yeah.
Dude,
I've
on my
always
8th
thought
grade
this.
trip to DC, I was blasting this shit like in my Walkman, like at Mount Vernon, and my friends and I got chased by a turkey while I was listening to this song at fucking Mount Vernon. America
metal.
rocks.
That's metal, dude.
This song.
You know what is truly amazing about this band is that they could not decide on an aesthetic at
Yes.
all. Like,
Yeah,
one of them
yeah,
wanted
yeah.
to be like in Sublime. One of them wanted to be like a white cholo. One of them wanted to be in Kiss. Like they could not get their shit together.
No, Wes Borland being in that band, it's awesome. It's like the reverse of it would be like if Flea was in My Chemical Romance.
Yes, exactly. That is exactly what it is like. That is exactly what it is like. It makes no sense.
Klaus Nomi was in Fear.
Okay, but that sounds kind of cool.
This performance made 9/11 happen. I'm fully convinced of it.
Oh, that's right.
It brought about 9/11. It's like it was a ritual incantation.
Yeah, this is a dark spell that we are watching happening.
Like Americans were too bored and restless with like the end of history, and we wanted history to start up again. So we got these guys all together.
Something had to happen.
Yeah, and then boom, it happened 2 years later. And as I found out, reminded by Chris, the commercial, or I mean the video for Rollin', the last big hit before 9/11 happened, was filmed on the roof of the World Trade Center.
Take all that negative
I love
energy.
that even he's talking about vibes.
Oh, the negative. Actually, like, yeah, I'm actually talking about mindfulness. Primal scream therapy.
The freedom.
That's very woke.
They hate
That's
it.
very woke that he said boy problems. You know, it was inclusive. Maybe you have boy problems.
Any of you guys see The Fanatic, Fred Durst's directorial effort with John Travolta?
No, but shouts to my man Brendan McGowan, dude. He showed me that trailer, and that trailer fucking owns.
Well, I think
can't
you'd
watch the
appreciate
movie.
it, Josh, because it is set in L.A. and it's about show business, so I think you'd appreciate that.
Well, you know me. I love showbiz.
Okay. That's a little anti-Semitic, Matt. The anti-Semitism started a little early in the chat.
But no, it's breathtaking, and Travolta's performance is absolutely a tour de force, to put it lightly.
What movie are we talking about?
I gotta pee.
The Fanatic.
Oh, I haven't seen it yet.
It's nuts. It's on Amazon Prime. It's nuts.
Okay, that's in the queue.
I have one
Travolta plays a
Durst
character
story.
who is clearly on the spectrum, but it's never said explicitly. So he's basically doing kind of like like his own version of Rain Man, but as a stalker. It's amazing.
Yeah, it's supposed to be fucking nuts.
Oh, it's wild.
I have one Durst story from my time in Hollywood. I worked at the Cheesecake Factory at the Grove.
Oh my god!
Which is like being in the that's like being it like Bryan Singer's pool. You know what I mean? Like just like the amount of just like horror. And so like one day a dude shows up to my buddy Levi and he's like got like a baseball cap pulled down low and he's like, "Where's Durst?" My friend
Somebody
Levi's
add
like, "What?"
something to the video queue, by the way.
All right, I think it's on.
Wait, I have mine. All right.
One second.
so
I've got.
he's like,
I
"Where's
also
Durst?"
must refresh a brev.
Refresh it, dog. He's like, "Where's Durst? Where's Durst?" And then he slowly realizes that it's Bill Paxton, and he's like, "Bill, what's up? Like what? Like which Durst? Who do you mean?" And Bill Paxton was like, "There's only one Durst, Fred Durst." And right as he said Fred Durst, my buddy Levi clocks the red fucking Yankees cap, which he still wore in the year 2004 or whenever this
Trademark.
Still rocking it, baby. And then they met, and you could tell that Fred Durst was talking about segueing into film, and who better to talk to than Bill motherfucking Paxton?
Yes.
That rules.
King.
R.I.P. to one of the greatest of all time. Like I've never seen a single movie with Bill Paxton where he was bad, or like I regretted seeing his presence.
Always a delight.
We got some other choices.
I'm trying to queue up the Steven Seagal shows his Aikido skills at Saratov Sambo.
Yeah.
Please do it.
How do
You just put it in the chat.
I won't even try. Plus, the only things I'm gonna suggest is like dog's owner dresses as his favorite toy. Like I'm not gonna like.
That video is really good though.
It's really good, but it's not funny. It's just heartwarming.
Chris, I just put it in the Zoom chat.
No, put it in the watch together chat.
Okay.
What? Too many chats.
Too many chats. I'm sorry.
Too many chats.
We're back in technical support live.
Let me find a fucking. Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
This is a really, really good video. Okay. I'm sharing one.
I just put it in the watch together chat. Chris.
Right, great.
You see it?
Where the fuck is it? Why isn't it here? Yes. Okay. Here we go.
Look at this power and skill he demonstrates. Look at this. Look at this.
You know, that's not even like a real aspect ratio like mistake. That's just how he looks now.
Oh shit. God damn it. Oh, fuck. I'm fucking this up. I'm fucking this up so bad. I'm sorry. I'm trying to do 3
Oh my god, calm down. I'm fucking things up constantly. Who cares?
Yeah, dude. This is the vibe. This is like the vibe zone.
This is the vibe.
Dude that's fighting Steven Seagal and not Steven Seagal.
Chris, you are literally the most competent person in this thingy, whatever it's called that we're doing. So, like, we all feel very reassured.
Sorry, I just saw the guy pointing the gun at him.
Yeah, that he could have shot you in that. That's not how guns work.
I love that they had to edit it to be like, wait, point it back at him. You gotta stop. You gotta point
Look
it back.
how happy that guy looks. Look at how. Oh my god.
Is there more Seagal?
Yeah, there should be like a whole bunch in the watch together chat. If you scroll to
Look
the top.
how happy his sparring
still the same.
partner looks.
The one right beneath it.
Oh no. Fuck. Oh god damn it. 1 second.
It's like a big old bear.
Trying to make a drink.
It's like a friendly little bear who also happens to be Ramzan Kadyrov's buddy. You know what I mean?
Right. Yes, exactly. He's like if those little bears from the Charmin commercials fed like a Bulgarian prostitute to a tiger once.
Yeah,
All right.
like
Fam,
it's like
fam
the
for a second, fam.
Serbian bear jamboree. I just feel like if there was an animatronic Steven Seagal, more than anyone else, I wouldn't be able to tell the difference.
Right, it's true. Although Seagal, another man of the tribe.
Wait, Steven Seagal is Jewish?
Of course he is.
Jewish.
It's show business.
Of course he is. His last name is Seagal.
Yeah, I mean, and it was originally it's Siegel. He literally changed the pronunciation. I'm not a joke.
Well, so did Katie Seagal, but she's the greatest Seagal of all.
I thought
Very
she
true.
was just Katie Seagal. All right. Did she change it from Siegel? Oh.
No, I mean that's just how it's like kind of Americanized. Like there's a lot of Seagals, but like they just
I think
like
he was Siegel. I think he actually
oh
changed.
he was Siegel.
He was the
No,
Siegel.
I think that's actually her last name, but it's like an Americanized version of Siegel.
Yeah, no, he was.
She's an
he was a Siegel.
angel. She's an angel and a national treasure.
Mm-hmm.
He was a Siegel, and he changed it to Seagal to sound less Jewish.
That's insane. The only thing he needs to do to not look or sound Jewish is to keep having a goatee that was that long. Because Jews just don't do. You circumcise the goatee at some point.
Right. It's extra. You don't need it. And there's something
Yeah.
about Abraham or Moses or something. You don't have it.
One of those guys.
One of those guys.
I really wish he would explain more about his claim to be the only civilian to defuse a nuclear weapon.
I mean, come on.
He unplugged a microwave.
I saw him. I saw him do that with my own eyes in the film Under Siege. They were given a nuclear warhead in that movie by the United States Navy. And like they were like, just for realism, we're gonna arm it and set the counter to 10 minutes.
Yeah, he's very method.
And Seagal did it.
I mean, he's one of the greats for a reason.
Yeah, he saved millions of lives.
Yeah, and even though one of those lives was that awful President Davidson, it saved him.
All right. I lost the original page I was capturing, but it should be back very soon.
Okay.
We joke, but like, if I had Steven Seagal's career, and I would be far less evil than him, that's not a bad life. Like
absent all the sex trafficking he did.
Yeah.
Just,
well, did anyone ever read I Can't Believe It's Not Buddha, the David Rakoff essay about seeing Steven Seagal at a retreat?
No.
It is one of my favorite essays of all time. When I taught, I used to teach it. He was, if you can imagine, he was pretty late and listless all the time. But, you know, he got sent on assignment back when, like, cool men's magazines still had, like, would still, like, send you a place and have you write, like, a travel thing about it. And it was before anyone really knew who David Rakoff was. I guess people still don't know who David Rakoff was because he died very early. But, like, he, one of the greatest essayists of all time. But he's, like, this very sardonic, you know, he hated everything New Age. He was, like, a consummate New York, like, homo.
He was like a dark Sedaris.
He was the dark Sedaris.
Yes,
he really was.
yes. That is a good way to describe him.
Genuinely fucking funny, serious hater. Not just like curmudgeonly, but like hated shit. And he went to some like weird retreat for like hippies trying to be mindful or whatever. And a lot of it was commentary on class or whatever. But he like saw Steven Seagal give these like, he was like the participants were promised like a relative like amount of face time with Seagal. But Seagal was like, he would just show up like 3 hours late, and someone would be like, I couldn't help but notice that you're like always late, and then you're here for like 20 minutes. He's like, am I? Like, and they would be like, shit, because they're so New Age that they can't argue or be mad. It's one of the funniest. I'll send it to you, Josh. It's one of the funniest essays.
Please do.
And I love Rakoff. It's a classic. I don't.
What are we
think
looking
any
at
of his
here with this?
books.
I love
gardening on salvia.
Did anyone ever do salvia here?
I've never done it.
I did it a few times, and I'm like, this is like, what if weed was bad?
Yeah.
For a minute.
Yeah, it's just basically like you smoke weed, but it gives you the worst minute of a mushroom trip that you could ever imagine.
No thanks. No thank
you. You're gonna get a terrible headache.
No thank you.
So when I did it, I got like really, really hot and was like, I can't be wearing these clothes right now. I was just in my living room, thank God. But I was just like, I can't be wearing these clothes right now. I'm on a ship. I'm on the ocean. And so I like took all my clothes off. I looked at roommate and I was like, babies don't wear clothes. And then I like came to and I was like, what the fuck? And I like put my clothes back on. And then my friend was like, yeah, dude, like, sick, I'm gonna do this. And so he did it, and he tried to jump out of a 3rd-story window, and we had to like grab him and like shove him in a bed.
That's literal.
To, like,
that's literal reefer madness stuff.
Yeah, that's what salvia is. It's whatever like shitty propaganda people think about weed is, and it's legal.
I gotta say, this sounds kind of cool. I want to try this.
I didn't have that experience at all, but like I'm notoriously like kind of impervious to certain drugs for no reason, and like I tried it and I was like, is this just a drug that gives you like a light headache and then you fall asleep? And like I didn't like it at all, but I tried it multiple times. It's like maybe I just had a bad experience. And then, like, it just didn't do shit for me. But then my sister-in-law had, like, a massive freak out on it. and we had to like calm her down.
Yeah, dude.
All right, I'm just putting this in here as a placeholder. This is what I've been watching lately. A lot of soothing, hypnotic videos of people setting up aquariums.
Wait, did you see the thing I put in?
Oh, watch that.
All right, Chris. Should I find some Seagal videos and
Chris,
put them in the?
Chris, I watch these exact videos.
Yeah.
I also watch. There's a place called Ohio Fish Rescue.
Rescue those fish. They need help.
It's a bunch of weird rednecks that rescue exotic fish from like other weird rednecks, but these are responsible rednecks. As we've learned from Tiger King, you know, there is a duality of redneck pet ownership.
Yeah, I like the guys who put together these aquarium videos because they do seem, you know, like people who might be, I don't know, really into guns or something, but just the thing they got into was aquariums.
Well, the thing is, like, most people who are really into guns, and Matt will back me up on this, like, most people from the country that are really into guns are actually just a certain type of nerd. Like, they like specs. They like categorizing things.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was honestly like, I don't know, like paintballing was big when I was in high school in my corner of Ohio. And so much of it when I was like trying to get into it was just people listing brands and specs.
Right.
And that was that's like
it's a kind of autistic thing.
Hobby.
Yeah.
And actually going paintballing is, you know, maybe 10% of it.
No, they like gear. And like I realized when I played music that there was a certain type of person that loved gear but didn't actually really like music that much.
Who's been paintballing? Chris, have you ever done paintball?
I have been paintballing.
Yeah.
It sucks. I don't like it. I don't like getting hurt.
I have been paintballing as well, and I have the exact same attitude towards you. It hurts a lot to get tagged with a paintball, and I don't enjoy it. No, thank you.
Yes.
We'll pass on that.
I never have.
You know what I mean?
I've never done it.
Okay, I'm saying like
even though two different people in my high school, like their family owned a paintball range, which was just a field with like hay.
Now that I can get into. I would
and like
paintball
trees
an
and
inanimate
stuff.
object. Oh damn! Look at these shrimp going to town on this watermelon.
Well, it was for things that you could hide behind. Like they tried to create like a environment or whatever for paintball, and they just charged other rednecks to be able to do the thing, and I never did it. It was weird because I most of things like I've been like, oh, look at them go! Look at these little guys.
They love it. They love the watermelon.
Is this from the Amelie soundtrack? What the fuck is this?
Yeah.
This
Chris, do you see the Seagal link I just put in the Watch Together chat?
Let's see. I got Billy Joel. I got.
It's right above Billy Joel.
Josh, I just put like that essay in there for Josh.
Yay.
All right. Shall we move on? Is the Perry Farrell clip?
Yeah, watch that one.
Okay.
I put that one in. This is one of my favorite clips.
Oh my god. I just read it. I didn't see it yet.
Yes. Salute. Oh man, that's even better than John Cena. Fuck, that's so good.
That's really good.
Why did all these guys know? Why did The Rock know first that Bin Laden had died?
Because he didn't seal.
There's a network.
Because he did it. He was on the mission.
He was friends with the Obamas because they used to go to the techno tent. Like that's how he got it, man. Look at Dave Navarro.
Yeah, that is. I like literally didn't even see his face, and I'm like, is that Dave Navarro's pelvis? I can spot it.
I just feel like partying.
Dave Navarro is now the host of my favorite reality show competition, Ink Master, and he wears old like divorced woman's caftans at every episode. He wears like a bucket hat and a big flowing caftan.
So
some of your other friends do too.
The Perry Farrell look here, like the fingerless gloves with a vest, no shirt, and a choker. That's gonna be Virgil's next look.
USA, 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 USA.
Wasn't he one of the ones that was like into Tibet?
Probably.
I mean, every '90s rock guy was.
They were, especially the Beastie Boys. They were such jubos. No one cares about Tibet at all anymore.
Yeah, fuck
Did
those
we
guys.
ever get around to freeing Tibet?
No, Chairman Xi explained it to them why they should be in China, and they agreed.
That was very. It's kind of.
He made it. He made a very convincing case.
Yeah.
Look, China was caught stealing.
Imagine being this excited that Bin Laden was killed when they finally got his ass like 12 years after 9/11.
Yeah.
I literally
who gives
wasn't. I just okay. So we've all given our like 9/11 stories at various points on the show, I think. But like my Bin Laden was dead story is just me going, huh. That's the entire.
Yeah.
That was my whole response. I wasn't a significant moment for me at all. Then again, I wasn't at a Jane's Addiction concert.
I don't know what you're doing.
That's what Jane was
wrong.
really addicted to.
Will, but for whatever reason, the way that you are submitting links in the Watch Together chat,
You're submitting it wrong, Will.
Oh, have you guys seen this? This is Billy Joel live in Russia, and the Russian. This is like he's behind the Iron Curtain, and the Soviets are trying to they're trying to bring up the lights because they think dissidents have come to see American culture jammer Billy Joel, and so Billy gets kind of pissed.
JFK, blown away. What else do I have to say? Oh my god. Because it's too bright? He's mad because it's too bright?
Wow.
He's mad because it's too bright. And he says later that it's because the bright lights made the audience like afraid because he thought that the KGB was like trying to catch all the dissidents that were in the audience at his show. That's his story. But also, Billy Joel did a lot of cocaine and drank a lot.
He did.
He may or may not have gotten mad at the lighting.
Has anyone here ever heard Billy Joel's two-man heavy metal group before he became Billy Joel?
No, but I've seen the fucking
the picture.
The picture's so good.
Yes, it's like caveman kind of style, like
Attila.
Yes, Attila. Yes.
Do you guys remember?
It's very primitive.
He had a meltdown at a concert like 10 years ago where he just started naming World War II battles on this. He just started yelling World War II battles.
Isn't that just how boomer men age, though?
Yes. Yeah. When you die, by the time as your brain synapses, and the last thing you think is like Guadalcanal.
He also was like one of the people that got really like anti-Trump. So during his residency at Madison Square Garden, which I totally wish I would have seen because I love Billy Joel.
Isn't he still doing those like every month?
He's like, well, not now.
Not
he's
now.
Like Springsteen for theater kids. He wore a yellow star.
Yes, I saw that.
It's like, all right, calm down. I don't think we're sending Billy Joel to Treblinka. Like, I think he's gonna be okay.
My favorite thing, Billy Joel actually did something that made me like really soften to him because I used to hate him a lot.
I love a lot of Billy Joel songs. A lot of them are my go-to at karaoke.
They're comfort. But I'm saying, like, as a man, I hated him.
No, he's horrible.
Right. But he did an interview with the New York Times a couple of years ago where they were like, so Billy, like, when's your new album coming out? And he said something along the lines of like, what the fuck am I gonna write about? I'm just playing the hits now. Like, think, if I did want to write a song, it would be about, like, what, a hoagie that I ate?
Good for him. You know what?
He has a modicum of self-awareness.
Yeah, that's
I
true.
Did not expect.
Yeah.
Matt and I were talking about this. Like, Billy Joel, like, basically just kind of does like a residency now at Madison Square Garden, and like the nights that there's a Joel concert in the Garden, what do you think the drunk driving rate on Long Island is on that night. How much it spikes just on Billy alone, just on him driving, and then like 10,000 other people doing shooters on the way to go see the Piano Man.
Yeah, Long Island must be pissed that Jersey got Springsteen and they got Billy Joel.
Right?
I mean, again, though, he does have like this weird, he does have this weird resonance where it's like, oh, you are the like PG-13 Springsteen. You are the like theater kid Springsteen.
He's the comb switchblade Springsteen.
Yes, yes. Oh my God, yes, exactly. But
Hey,
whatever, I'll still listen to Only the Good Die Young.
That's a great song.
It's great. It's
Good
a
karaoke
bop.
tune.
Yeah.
Chris, if I just like for some reason it's not working on my end, if I just put the YouTube link in the Zoom chat, would you queue it up?
Yeah. Give it one more shot. Put it in the watch together.
Okay.
Let's see if it works. Because I had to log out and log back in, so I think I might have lost a lot of your links.
Okay.
Ugh.
Oh God.
In the meantime, I hope you guys are enjoying Devo's Prague anthem.
Always.
This is great.
Always.
Yeah,
Also,
this is wonderful.
like Mark Mothersbaugh has really muscular thighs.
Oh yeah, they're
Hell yeah.
they're all doing the work here. All right, did you drop it in the chat?
Yeah.
All right, it's really
At the very
not
bottom.
coming up for whatever reason.
Oh no.
I don't know.
You blew it.
Maybe try to just
Yeah, I
like
don't see it either.
reload the page or something. I don't know.
Okay.
But just drop it in the Zoom chat and I'll figure it out.
Okay.
Ding, down, pow, bam, bow, bam. This song great. This song is great. It's a really good song to run to.
I try not to run.
Well, Chris, I'm seeing
All right, I just
all
sent
of
the
these.
link.
I'm seeing all these links in the chat.
Oh, Chris is the one who's
It's not.
fumbling it.
This is the one who's fucking up.
All right, I
No,
just got a new
Chris
one.
is not fucking up. Chris is not.
Well,
fucking
someone's bungling
shit.
something.
Is it more Steven
I see
Seagal,
it
Will?
now.
Is
Yes,
it more
is
Steven Seagal?
It is more Steven Seagal.
All right, great. I got it in the chat
Okay.
now. I see it.
Okay. Because I'm seeing them all here.
Great. Well, as soon as Devo finishes telling us about Mr. DNA, we'll switch over.
Great song.
Josh, open questions in the chat. What television programs, movies, and stories are you sort of hewing closely to get you through being indoors all day?
So we did a rewatch of Fargo, Madison and I.
Very
and
good. Very
Getting
good.
ready for the new season.
All seasons, like all seasons.
Oh my
All
God,
three,
I'm
even
so
all three
ready for the new
seasons?
season.
Yeah, season
so ready.
3, best season.
No, but that's fine.
Boo!
It's worthy of debate. I'm not disgusted by your opinion.
I agree with Will. I love the second
Well-
half specifically of the third season is basically.
It's a slow start. But like just David Thewlis
It's
is
terrible, and he's two main characters, and he can't play
So
one.
scary. No,
No,
I
he
love
was
David
fine.
Thewlis. My issue is more that I don't think it was as tightly written. It's that the first season was clearly like written all at once, and it's just tight. It's just every part. It's dovetailed. Every part locks into every other part so beautifully. Do you know what a dovetail joint is?
no. What is
It's a carpentry thing where you.
Oh, I thought it was
it's
a weed thing, man.
it's nailless
Yeah,
construction.
Rasta.
It's like a puzzle piece. You know how like a part goes out and big, and then it fits into another
Okay.
piece, and you can't pull them apart. That stuff. Like the writing of the first season of the Fargo show was so perfectly constructed. It's like it was made with a jigsaw. It was all dovetailed together. You couldn't pull it apart. Not a single nail was used.
Yeah, and it seemed like in the third season that they just like spent the first half of the series figuring out who the show was about. And
Yes,
why
that is the
we
problem
were
with the
That is
first
watching.
true.
half.
That is true.
But then the second
Yeah.
half, I don't know. It's just I don't like how.
That's the thing is that I like incredibly written things. I like it when things
I
are
like
very.
things that end well better than begin well, and I feel like the third season had the better ending of the three.
That is correct.
Agree.
I loved the third season. Don't get me wrong. I loved it. I just don't think it was the best season. I thought it was some of the best fucking acting. Again, to David Thewlis is terrifying.
Yeah,
and
he's so gross and scary.
Some of my favorite characters are characters that scare me. Like this
Oh, here we go. Here we
Night
go.
of the Hunters, one of my
Here we
favorite
go.
movies of all time.
This is Seagal.
Well, congratulations, Amber. Apparently, they're going to remake Night of the Hunter.
No.
Oh God! What?
Yeah, I hear
Zach,
no,
no, okay.
no,
First of all,
they're not.
Wait. I just
No, they're not.
Real quick. Pause it real quick.
Oh, the video?
I paused it. Okay. I need to point out, look at how fit he is. Right.
He's looking
He
fit.
is an Adonis.
He's looking like an absolute god.
He is in perfect condition right here.
He is a perfect orb of offensive capability.
So, I mean, I just wanted to just set that up before the
He looks
absolute.
He looks like an uppercase letter B.
Okay.
Still, one of the all-time greatest Chapo jokes is referring to Steven Seagal as tactically wide.
Tactically wide.
I want to preface this by saying, just look at him before the absolute masterclass of
Tears in our eyes.
Aikido and martial arts and okay. All right, let's go. Striding out confidently.
Just absolute. That's the Chad stride right there.
Look at, he's wearing a do-rag.
That is the stride of the Chad. That is an absolute Chad.
All right. He's crushing these guys.
He is crushing
So
them.
how much are they getting
He's
paid?
dominating them. Look at that.
Oh, they can't. This is nothing.
This is masterclass. Tears in our eyes. Look at
Absolute.
that. Throwing them like they're nothing.
Just dominating them.
Oh,
Look,
imagine
this
if you
guy's
had your arm
powerless.
like that.
Guy's totally
Look how
powerless. Double.
short those shorts are. All the kids in the background just look like they have a tiger.
Incredible.
Let me turn the volume up on this because I think there's
absolutely incredible.
There's some good subtle intense soundtracking going on.
I truly love just going to Russia, being Russian and going to a gymnasium and silently watching Steven Seagal perform.
I gotta tell you, there's nothing I love more than hanging out with a bunch of members of the babyyyy Reenactment Society in an abandoned copper mine in Belarus, and watch Steven Seagal snap guys' arms.
Oh, Chris, I put another one in the chat.
There's more.
I love to exchange my family's only pair of jeans for an opportunity to watch.
Oh no,
Steven
there's
Seagal.
Oh wait, god damn it!
Oh, look at those trophies. Yeah, they go to who gets their ass kicked by Steven Seagal the best.
I love to go to a casino on an abandoned oil derrick in the Black Sea to watch Steven Seagal.
No, god damn it!
Welcome to gardening on South.
What happened?
I'm seeing it. It's on.
No, there it is.
This is the same video though.
They got to give all those cups to Steven. He earned them all.
All right.
No, here we go.
Carrots and watermelon in Belarus.
Oh, carrots and watermelon in Belarus.
Yeah.
There, I see it. Great.
All right. This
Yes.
is
Thank you.
A wonderful
What's up,
carrot.
Doc?
Excellent carrot.
Good. An excellent carrot. You could tell it was grown.
God, see, this is how you know that it's bullshit that we libs accuse us of being Russian agents. I'm sorry, if I was a Russian agent, I would be getting the Steven Seagal treatment.
Yes.
I would go to disputed Transnistria and hang out, with a bunch of guys with tamarind monkeys that they tied firecrackers to. That would be awesome.
So insane.
It'd be gifted just produce.
Yeah, just like a bunch of villagers who are like irradiated from Chernobyl, giving you like weirdly large fruit.
I love to be forced to give what my family eats in a week to the man with the Lego hair and the sunglasses.
The guy who took a piece of pool felt and stapled it to his head.
His hair is so incredible.
Incredible, because it's also like multi-layered too.
Yeah.
Which like there's like an obvious like velveteen that he just clearly.
That's the thing is that his peak is clearly pool felt that he took a black magic marker to.
You know they make black felt, right?
Steven Seagal running.
No, that's not as good as a pool though.
Wow, it is very bizarre to see his shape.
That's the thing.
This long ago.
His career is the most baffling because he was never good at anything. He was never a good actor. He was never attractive. He never had a good body. He was not built. He wasn't very good at martial arts.
Yeah, but look at him wear a vest.
And look at him run like an absolute Nancy boy.
He's exerting too much. For somebody whose martial arts style is all about like processing flow of energy, he's exerting way too much inefficient energy in his upper body for running.
Yeah, he's doing the monkey while he's running.
He runs like a lesser Belushi.
Well, that's why he stopped running altogether and just does everything from an office chair.
Yeah, I feel like there's gonna be a movie that comes, like a Seagal movie that comes out set in like, you know, I don't know, the Jewish oblast of Siberia, where he's just prone the entire time, and they try and shoot it, and they flip the shot so that it looks like he's up, but it's not, because like he's clearly on his back because his face has that, like, you know, it's sagging backwards.
I found this guy with 2 kilos of cocaine. What do you think you're doing? Going chalk for girls softball game?
Is Lord Michael's memory all of that on yeah.
The extras and all of the, like, you know, B and C actors in this movie look like they have taken the mantle of On the Waterfront to provide the ugliest people of all time on film.
Right back.
Oh wait, I want to watch this. This is Seagal and Kimmel.
I do not want to watch this. This will make me uncomfortable. I hate Jimmy Kimmel.
You still hang out with him?
Jimmy Kimmy!
We're still good friends, and I bump into him all the time.
Well, you should be more careful.
And then Steven, he's a martial artist. I don't know if you.
God, he looks like his head looks like a rotisserie chicken. It's just like if they pulled it right out of the oven and just put a wig on it. Really unattractive in every way.
Wow. Have you taught him anything?
No, he taught me, man.
Really?
Yeah, you gotta watch out for Steven.
Songs from the Crystal Cave, baby.
Especially on the road, definitely. So, you were very nice to do something for us. We've got.
Steven Seagal is like the equivalent of like one of those like recumbent motorcycles of martial arts. He's just he's like a weekender.
The tricycles.
I think that's
yeah.
way to put it.
Where there's a beer cooler on the side of it. Like,
yeah.
And big giant, what do they call those, like hangers?
Yeah, they need help doing their jobs, but to maybe take them to the next level.
Right.
Take them from top-notch to top-notcher.
Yeah, I thought that I might even learn something from them, so
yeah.
I came down.
Yeah, well, that didn't happen, but here, let's take a look. Steven Seagal training our security team.
Oh, this is going to be a good bit, I'm sure.
Those guys make $8 an hour, ha ha ha.
At any point, does he drive a Bradley fighting vehicle into a dog pound at any point, like he did on that show?
You guys remember that show?
Yeah, Lawman, baby.
Steven Seagal, Lawman. Oh,
Yeah.
that was so amazing.
He killed a dog.
Yeah, I know, with Sheriff Joe Arpaio.
Him and Joe Arpaio ran over a dog.
Giant,
tiny
like,
that
pop
man is.
culture figures hanging out with Joe Arpaio, because Shaq is a crooked cop, too.
Yes.
Yes. Oh, yeah, he's a sheriff somewhere, right?
Joe Arpaio.
Sorry, this
I
way.
mentioned on
The
the
other way is
Roundball Rock
inappropriate.
podcast. That's where I fucking learned that shit. Like, Shaq with Joe Arpaio, and they did like a bus. Like, that ended up, I think, being against the wrong people.
See, this is clips from Steven
Against the
Seagal's
wrong
Lawman.
people.
It is a very bold move to name your show Lawman when you are not, in fact, a lawman.
All it takes, though, in a place like Arizona or Louisiana is just like some fucking redneck deputizing you, and then you are a lawman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just a testament to how low the standards are.
I just want to see, like, Raylan Givens, like, deputize Steven Seagal and just treat him like Dewey Crow the whole time. That would be fucking great.
See, I want to see him be treated like Randy from Trailer Park Boys.
They're basically the same shape.
They're the same physique, yeah.
It's not up to
I'm
her
freshening
when
my
it's a domestic
drink.
violence issue. In the state of Arizona, the state picks up the charges.
This is so horrifying. Like, there's like a woman on the other end of this, and it's been made into.
And Steven Seagal shows up dressed like a commando to serve a warrant. Yeah.
If I was ever getting knocked around by a boyfriend and fucking Steven Seagal showed up, I'd be like, you know what? Fuck it. Throw me the boyfriend. Let him keep hitting me. This is too undignified.
This is not good.
All right. I got one for you. Have you guys seen Abel Ferrara's appearance on the Conan O'Brien show?
No.
Okay.
Abel,
Let's
thanks
go.
a lot for coming on the program.
Thank you very much.
Nice to have you with us. You know, I want to get to so much tonight, but I want to start actually with something I heard, and I don't know if it's true. I don't know who I'm talking to right now.
I know I'm talking to.
I know he's an idiot. I know he's an idiot in a dickhead, but that man has the most perfect, beautiful bone structure. And he's so. I am so attracted to Abel Ferrara. I can't even.
Before you start
Look at his cheekbones. He looks like Richard Hell. I would totally put up with his douchiness.
Well, 6 of one, half a dozen of another. But is that what you saw that movie, and that's the movie that made you want to be a director?
Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Maybe the film that got me into the league of it.
What a piece of shit.
You saw that movie and thought,
I think this clip should just be like entitled "Heroin."
All right. Well, and then you did your first film,
Which also makes you hot.
Chainsaw starting up in the background. It was a pleasant sound.
You thought that was a pleasant sound, a chainsaw?
It was a pleasant sound.
Okay.
At a local drive-in.
All right.
We grew up at a
Whoa,
drive-in.
man.
Okay. Good deal. We're going to get those Stallone subtitles in here right away.
Meaning what? What does that mean?
I didn't catch you. You're
What does
talking
that
very
mean?
lowly. Now then you get to your first
my mic? Where's
your
my
first
mic?
film. There's your mic right there. I'll just hold it up a little higher.
I'm used to being on the other side of the camera. So
Okay, this is cool. It's all copacetic, baby.
It's a new
Now,
experience, yeah.
you've worked with Madonna in your film Dangerous Game. I heard that she was difficult with you on the set. Is that the case? Yeah.
Difficult? No. She was.
First of all, why would you ask? Why would you ask an interrogative question
I heard that she
to
wanted
someone who is already on the verge of nodding off?
Any kind of director, you beat him up.
Like, give me the goth.
Beat him up. That's my way of being a director. Yeah. Beat him up. You can beat him up.
Why did she want
maybe
you?
tomorrow.
Why did she want you to beat up Harvey Keitel?
You tell me why.
Here's the story.
Okay, surprise appearance. Dennis Leary is sitting next to him throughout this entire
Oh my
interview.
god.
Yeah.
Dennis Leary wishes so bad that he was Abel Ferrara too. So bad.
You just want some coffee-flavored coffee. I'll always have sympathy with him on that one.
You want to kick Harvey Keitel?
Okay.
Really?
Dennis fucking Leary. Okay.
All right.
Let's see here.
Wait, you're gonna bring
steal
tennis
every
on
bill.
this guy?
He's a big guy.
You could, all right. Now, Harvey Keitel, you did a movie, Bad Lieutenant, where he's new.
Andy Richter is at the end of the couch going, I can't wait for them to invent Twitter. So it can ruin my marriage.
I wonder if there's any.
Abel, go to sleep. Ah!
Abel, wake up, trouble.
It is actually like super weird too, though, to see Dennis Leary and realizing he has that like Mark Maron nervous, wasn't ever cool, and it got into punk like too late kind of energy. Like he's trying to be as cool as Abel Ferrara, and he's just not.
He's cool. Look at him. He's smoking a cigarette.
Yeah, he's smoking. He's blasting
Like,
a cig, Amber.
I belong
very
here.
cool.
I'm just like these people.
See, Abel's just holding a cigarette.
Yeah, he's actually smoking.
Blasting a cig. I think actually he's cooler.
He is cooler because he's actually smoking.
Yeah, Larry has the stench of late in life attempts at coolness on him. I can smell it a mile away. It's not the worst thing to be. Maron is the same way, though. You know what's really good? The Charles Grodin, Johnny Carson interview. He would just go on and just be really mean to Johnny Carson.
Peter Falk, John Cassavetes, and Ben Gazzara on the Dick Cavett show. Have you guys seen that?
No.
I've seen almost every Dick Cavett show episode.
Okay, cue that one up.
Love Dick Cavett.
That one, they are so drunk and they just completely destroy the show, and they so clearly do not respect Dick Cavett. It's so fucking
Which
funny.
is weird too, because Dick Cavett.
And
because Dick Cavett is like fundamentally one of he was the greatest like interviewer of this genre. He was the nicest guy, and he was just got treated like shit. But during that era of like kind of like late night interview talk shows, like you just did Quaaludes before you went on to talk to Dick Cavett. It was insane.
It was so much better.
Yes, it was so fun.
Imagine if like Halsey did some lewds before going on James Corden. Maybe you'd want.
That would be great. Amber, that we should cue up the Richard Burton Dick Cavett clip that you showed me.
Oh yeah,
It talks about his dad,
that's
the
not
miner.
funny so much as super sexy, but like
it's pretty cool though.
I very much agree about the drug thing. I would definitely like watching James Corden take fentanyl, for example.
Parody.
A large
Fortnite.
Love that.
In a short story, in a movie.
And the lolly.
Not that I'm giving it to him. He'd be taking it of his own volition.
In a parody.
But it's like it was so much more
in a
fun.
film.
You would
in
see
a
like
film.
you would see like Betty Davis just with like a handle of vodka talking to Dick Cavett. It was such good TV.
All the boys in VIP lounge. Marky, you know Marky?
I know he's stuck up, but he's so handsome.
Okay.
The boys in the VIP lounge.
Abel Ferrara will be right back.
Yeah, we're gonna.
Cut away on commercial break.
Look at this. He read the cue card.
Yeah, that's what it says. I'm gonna plug your movie before we do that. The Funeral opens Friday, November 1st. Check out this movie.
Conan still had like any human qualities before he was ground into powder by NBC Universal.
He was so wholesome.
Read that. Crash, she's in the crash
Like genuinely wholesome.
People are quite aware that people are quite aware that I make mistakes. And we'll be right back with Crash Test Dummies. All right, Abel. The
Crash Test. Oh man, that rocked.
All right. Let's see. Peter Falk, John Cassavetes, Ben Gazzara, Riot. All right. Is this it, Josh?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's amazing.
It starts off hot.
Look at these suits. And Dick Cavett,
Dude,
genuinely
what a
an
bunch
angel.
of pimps! Look at this 5-star pimping on display right here. Gazzara, Falk, Cassavetes.
Peter Falk is sick.
Look at that hair.
Just immediately. Oh my God.
How do you answer that? Go ahead. I meant that merely in the most flattering sense.
Could I say hello to my mother? Because that was the first thing I want to tell you hello.
It was like the old days of boxing.
And to Sonny and the construction crew at Universal, I say hello.
Hi, Sonny.
With We don't know anyone else.
The untied long tie is great.
Yes.
You fellas have made a film. It's finished now, is it? You've done it all, and it's over? Is it? Would you like to nominate one who speaks?
Cabot's holding, you know what I mean? Like, this is tough what Cabot's doing.
Yeah. Well, also, great couch. This is so much better than the desk couch arrangement.
Yeah. Well, whoever
It's
decided,
much
the
better.
desk thing. I think it's because of Tonight Show.
The
It's
desk
like
is bullshit.
Everyone's got to have a desk, and that's stupid.
You're not at an office.
Yeah.
You should all be sitting around a table with bourbon and cigars.
Look at Gazzara, man. He's like, he moved his chair closer to intimidate him.
Coward, we weren't going to talk to you for 45 minutes. He broke it. Don't start now.
They just said that they were planning on just not talking for 45 minutes.
They're just bullying him.
This is mean.
And he's such a sweet man.
I feel bad for Dick Cavett.
Of course you do. But also, it's fun to watch. That's the thing about bullying.
Look at that nerd. He's asking for it. He's a little piggy. He loves it.
The thing is, too, like, Dick Cavett was, like, genuinely funny, and when it was, like, one-on-one, and he had a drunk, mean guest, he really got in his really well.
Please do. All right. Again, Ben?
Yes. Now you guys wouldn't pick. I've always been great fans of.
Look at how wide those there are 3 stripes on that pinstripe suit. Those are the widest pinstripes. That's so 70s.
That's Harry Gardino. It feels to me as if we've done 45 now, but we will be right back after this message from someone who doesn't. That's the Jockey Short people.
I love he hits his head on the fucking mic, which is in the frame.
Oh, I don't care, John.
Yeah, there are some very hard-working sound ops there being like, we don't know what the fuck's going on.
Yeah.
Art.
So pissed.
Dick, we could talk about.
This is the
Look
reason
at all the tie width.
Sideburns on Cavett.
Look at that gingham-ass suit and that, like, peach-looking fucking shirt, and then the wide, short tie.
Once given me goose flesh up and down the upper arms.
Goose flesh.
Ooh.
Staring at
Very Johnny Carson is goose flesh.
Goose flesh. Someday I'll be able to use this if I'm ever called upon to portray extreme fear.
He's terrified.
There's 3 of them.
Yeah.
And he's a
Look at
gentle
that
man.
stare. Look at Cassavetes' stare.
Yeah.
Your film. John still looking at me, or shall I?
By the way, Cassavetes glistening with sweat right there. Like, look at the shine on him. Look at all those microphones just hanging out over him.
Set smells like the inside of a cat.
No, well, I thought he might remember that, but he doesn't. Now, let's talk about this, really, the film for a second.
Sure.
It's the idea of it is that it is 3 husbands, really, who are, at the time of the film, all married, right?
Benny?
And I don't want to look to see what's happening over there.
Is that a scarf or a tie? What is going on?
It is the greatest film ever made in the history of the world, I promise you.
Can we have a little dancing in the dark?
Are we?
Could we have a little dancing in
Don't
the dark?
ask. You'll get it. You'll get
Dude,
it.
I just watched Killing of a Chinese Bookie again. Holy shit. That movie, Gazzara,
he's
that
got
movie
moves,
is
though.
amazing. It's like
Nice.
a proto Uncut Gems, that flick. If you liked Uncut Gems, you might also enjoy Killing of a Chinese Bookie, starring Ben Gazzara, directed by John Cassavetes.
Somebody said to him, "Did Paul Bryan really die?"
Right.
You're kidding.
If I was on a talk show, I would absolutely ask the band to play something for me. Like, why doesn't that happen every episode? You have a band at your disposal.
Totally. And they're really good, and they know every song.
Great fans of these 3 guys.
If we after year 0 ever have the opportunity to do another live show again, musical like when Nick
So
the LA
fun.
shows, was on
That was so
that was
fun.
very
He was
fun.
perfect for it.
We just need a little guitar, or when we did the Cthulhu live show in Providence, Chris had a theremin that he played on stage. That was really, really dope.
You know Ben Gazzara's real first name?
What?
Biagio.
Biagio Gazzara?
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
that's too much. It's
Yeah.
just too Italian. Look at Peter Falk's naked ankles.
Look at his socks.
Whole shin exposed.
That's wrong. That's the common misconception.
What do you spell it?
I love Peter Falk.
I don't know what
You know that they're actually,
Go ahead, Peter.
pro tip to viewers during the quarantine, there are many, like almost a dozen or so, full Columbo episodes available on YouTube.
I don't.
Is that
Get
Just
out
one
of
more
it.
thing. You know what? And maybe also watch some Wim Wenders movies.
You wait for Peter. Well, I want to tell you why the film may seem long sometimes.
The film seems long to me, and I haven't seen it yet.
He's doing a line. He's doing a line behind Dick Cavett's shoulder right now.
Yeah, he's just doing a bump behind Dick Cavett.
It's a wee bump.
I'll give you one idea. I was joking with my friend Ben here. I think I'll move a little closer.
Look
to Ben,
at
just-
the shag on that carpet. You could lose a kitten in that carpet.
That's right. That's kind of nerve-wracking, isn't it?
Well, they were all different. We must say that.
I'm just struck by
the whole tumbler out.
how much more
Right.
captivating, compelling this is than literally any carpool karaoke.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Right?
I know.
That show will only be good
All we have to
when
do
he
is
actually is
one,
driving.
get rid of the desk.
Hey, I would
Get rid
prefer
of
to
the
see
desk.
car driven into
Get rid
a
of the
pool
desk
and
instead of
singing
make people sit
karaoke.
next to each other. Get them wasted. That's all
Yeah.
you need to do to make interesting talk
His
TV.
foot is
And
his
it could
shoes
help.
off. Look at that. That's good TV. He's showing the feet,
So they
sweetie.
changed.
Look at Ben
changed it.
Gazzara's sweeties. Look at those sweeties.
My
So
great
that, like-
regret is that Paul Walker never got a chance to do carpool karaoke.
What if that would? Okay, I had a dark thought. What if that was his final time?
It's been a long way without you, my friend. The weird
I
thing
really
about
gotta say-
fucking
yeah.
talk shows is they stopped getting people drunk on talk shows, but they've made people get drunk
Morning shows.
exclusively on reality shows.
Oh yeah.
Morning
yes.
shows.
And morning
too.
shows.
Yeah.
Fucking
There's a
morning
whole
shows.
hour of the fucking Today Show dedicated to two sassy old dames getting wasted at like 11 in the
Right.
morning.
Hoda vomit daily, I think.
And I think the reason why is because like you can't promote the project that you're on to promote if you're shit camp.
Yeah.
I think
that's
I'd
my
do a
theory.
better idea. Or I'd do a better job of it. See, listen to me right now.
Right?
You guys, listen to Shabba. This is so good. We're so funny and we're really smart. I think I'd be really good at it.
That's what the picture's about.
He just buried us. He just
Well, there
buried
should
us.
be.
The picture.
They should redo it so that the like 10 to 12 spot is the sober late night show, and then there's like a midnight to 1:31. That's the drunk late night show.
And then there should be like the Molly late night show.
Yeah,
Yes.
and then the old
and Molly, ketamine, and a little LSD.
The
and just, like,
after party.
yeah.
Like just perfectly weave together about 3 different vibes and really open up.
Actually, I'll be honest. People on Molly or ketamine are not that interesting to people who are not on Molly or ketamine. Drunk people are fun for everyone.
Well, I mean, look, Jimmy Fallon is on Molly for every episode, so every person would just be, wow, that's awesome, dude.
Yeah, how else?
Cool.
How
Wow.
else could he be that effortlessly funny and charming?
I remember someone literally saying the best description of Jimmy Fallon, which is that like he's a machine created in a laboratory to produce giggles and compliments to celebrities.
Yeah,
like
that's
that's
about-
all it is.
sounds
He's
about
completely
right.
personality-less. You compare him to a Dick Cavett or to like a Letterman who just hated celebrities. He was just mean to them, and it was just fantastic television. Actually, can I suggest we watch David Letterman interviews Paris Hilton?
Oh, that'd be great.
He's so mean.
Now they're just all falling down. They just keep falling down.
They're just doing pratfalls.
I like that Falk. I
They're
like that Falk has
entertainers.
been. I like that Falk has been pretty much laying in the cut for the whole time and letting Cassavetes and
You know what this
Bizarro
is? You guys know what
brutally
this
dom.
is?
What?
This is Dude's Rock.
This is Dude's Rock. This is very good.
Oh, that's
Currently
Dude's
Dude's
Rock defined right there.
I get it now. I finally get it. This is Dude's Rock.
Yeah, these dudes are rocking
This
hard.
is the highest tea cuddle puddle of all time.
Look at that nerd.
They literally drove
That
him off the
fucking
stage.
virgin running away. Not man enough to cuddle with his shoeless friends.
I think Dick Cavett actually had a voluntary electroshock therapy because he was so suicidal.
No.
God.
No.
Yeah.
I'm not in it anymore.
I mean, wouldn't you do it?
Dick, let me ask you a question. How did you...
He's still great at his job, though.
The audience is
Look at
chanting
this
him
guy in
out.
the back.
Whoa, look at the guy behind Cavett. What a,
That
wow.
guy rules. Another high tea guy.
Yeah.
Look like Jerry Lewis.
Yeah, just like an old. I think he was smoking too. Just like an old tinted glasses departed guy who's like, go out there, they love you.
This is amazing. This is one of the best pieces of live television I've ever seen.
It used to be so good. We need to get them drunk again and get rid of the death.
Something from this.
And you need a real personality.
God knows I
Yeah, that's the thing. It helps to have people that are like as big assholes.
I think
guys that
they
are like interesting about it.
Amber, that is why they instituted the desk. Was incidents like this in which
Division,
extremely
yeah.
high tea actors intimidated and brutalized the talk show host.
But
So you
okay,
need the
but-
desk
but-
to like separate them from you.
But
In
Cavett,
emergency
yes, he
situations.
was a gentle heart. He was a delicate man, but he would never take the desk. He's like, no, this is I'm in it to be bullied by Peter Falk and Ben Gazzara and John Cassavetes. He took his lumps, the atom, if you will.
Stanley Kramer in the nose. Talk about tension. No,
It stopped being funny 10 minutes ago, but that's what makes it so good.
Yeah.
You just keep going.
You guys all smashed.
On what?
On life.
Smash.
Smash.
On life.
All those things. Terrible things. Terrible things.
Yeah.
Terrible things.
I want to say this. Read that air. I am absolutely sober.
Peter Falk has never been sober a day in his life.
Oh, and he rules.
He has a glass eye. Do people know this?
He's
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
He has one eye. He lost an eye at a very young age, and he got like a very good glass eye. But every once in a while,
No, he's
you're
got that
watching
little.
Columbo.
Yeah.
You can because it'll wander. That's what glass eyes do.
It's an August. Collection of people. You got Sandy Duncan, Sammy Davis Jr., Big
Yeah.
Bill Haywood.
Yeah. And
Bill
Peter
the
Falk.
Butcher.
Me, and we've discussed this before, I would just wear an eye patch because I think I could make it sexy.
Yeah, no.
It is pretty cool. Yeah.
It's hot.
Yeah.
Yes, it
It's weird
is.
that all the glass eye people in culture are also my perfect quarantine house. It's interesting.
Glass eye house.
Earlier, how
Yeah.
45 minutes would fly by.
People in glass eye houses.
What's the film about, fellas?
What was that plume of? Oh, that's one of those like Zippo lighters that releases like a 10-foot high flame.
I gotta give Cavett credit because this is basically like dying for like 20 minutes on your show with three guys who are just completely out of control.
No, he's a fucking
managing
pro.
it- He's
He's
managing
a fucking
it
pro.
as
He's the
good
Adam. He
as he
knows how to
possibly
be.
could.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now I
He's a pro. He was an angel, and the only reason why a moment like this could happen on television is that he was there to be the foil.
Peter?
Exactly. Yeah, hosting is so important. Like, hosting is like you're you're not the comedian. You're not the act.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
If
You
you
are.
have to be the straight man,
Yeah. You need a straight man in order for this shit to not get like
You
old.
just immediately cut.
Yeah.
Yeah, as soon as somebody gets a horsey ride, you gotta cut.
All right. there's your stuff, yeah.
All right,
You know
what's
what-
next?
right at the very end, Cassavetes said, "Very few people are going to even see this film." Imagine being an actor going on a talk show
Fair.
to be like, "Yeah, fuck this movie. It sucks. Don't see it. Don't
Uh,
play
you
the
know,
clip."
Speaking of people on drugs on late night shows, Harmony Korine on the Letterman show had a few
Oh, that was
epic
amazing.
performances. Well, completely high on heroin.
Well, so this is the thing is that like this is why Letterman was. I mean, he's a Hoosier, and I have like an affinity with him for that. But I love Letterman, and I always hated Leno because Letterman had such deep contempt. He had such deep contempt for the subjects of his interviews. Like, he hated them. Letterman was just mean to people, and also he took over from Carson the mean Charles Grodin interviews because Charles Grodin used to do these amazing late night appearances where he was just awful. Once he brought his lawyer and threatened, and he was like, "I brought my lawyer. I'll be doing this interview through legal counsel."
That's so good.
It's so good. He's
It's a great bit.
genius. Yeah, it's such a good bit, and a fucking lawyer shows up. It's
That's
so
such a
good.
good
They
bit.
conduct the interview that way, and it's just really hostile and funny.
Early Letterman shit, like when Meryl Marco was still writing, like head writer, who by the way, like should be much more well known than she is. She was the first real head writer of Letterman, and she was a woman in that role. It like doesn't exist now. But like when he would go like run the drive-throughs at fucking McDonald's or Taco Bell, did you see those?
Yeah.
Those are so fucking good, and he manages to do it without being like shittily classist, like throughout it. Like
because the thing is, like Letterman has just like a genuine contempt for everyone,
for like the rich, like
yeah. And he also likes. This is why we should watch the Paris Hilton interview because she had just been like nailed for like drunk driving or whatever. And God knows Letterman likes a drink. But like God. Like it was just like so good because he just hates her and he's just really mean to people and he's even mean to people. He was mean to Madonna, but it was like they were being mean to each other back and forth and it was very affectionate. But like the ones he actually hated, he was so fucking mean to.
Yeah,
I was just watching the compilation of Letterman going up to bands after they finished performing and going up to the drummer and being like, "Hey, nice drums. Are these yours?" Such a funny bit.
It's funny too because sometimes there would be a band that he really liked, and he would go up and he'd be really excited. He's like, "That was really good." Like he didn't expect it to be good at all.
No, yeah, we did a stream the other week, me and Molly, where we were just watching like best late night clips, and it is so satisfying to hear Letterman go up to the band and be like, "Yo, that rocks," because you can tell that he like barely tolerates anything on the show.
Yeah, he hates everything. He's a true Midwestern hater. Like because we're supposed to just be like, I don't know about that, but he like clearly like broke that like mold of just being like open about his contempt for things.
He started
and when
out.
he likes something, it's so sweet.
He started out as a weatherman, right?
Yep. He was doing like AM or AM, like morning show, like Merv Griffin style shit. He was like, I know he was in. It doesn't surprise me if he was a weatherman, but I don't know if he was or not. But
he was like an anchor guy, I think.
Yeah, and he did like really shitty like. He was in one Laughing ripoff that like the pilot somewhere on YouTube, and he'll just pop up and you can just see so plainly on his face how much he fucking hated being there. It ruled.
He hates deeply.
He was like really mean to Cher, and I saw Cher like live in Vegas before year zero, and Cher. By the way, she's if you get a chance to see her, if there's ever concerts again, go see
me and
her
Chris
now.
wanted to. If she'd still been running in Vegas, we were gonna do it.
Yeah, when we were in Vegas, none of the late night shows really overlapped when we were there, or else I would have loved to go to one of those big Vegas residency shows.
Rode out on a giant Bollywood mechanical elephant for no reason at all. And then she starts like doing bits, like, you know, she's like old and she's just mostly lip syncing. So like, she starts talking. She's like, "Let me tell you a little something about the men in Hollywood. The men in Hollywood." You know, like he was like, "David Letterman. You know, we fought a lot, but he's a sweetie. But you know who can kiss my fucking ass? Jack Nicholson. That bitch said I looked old in Witches of Eastwick. Well, I'm 72, and what's your granny doing tonight?" Like,
Also, Cher looks amazing in Witches of Eastwick.
She looks incredible in Witches of Eastwick. She looks incredible. But apparently, the director of Witches of Eastwick did not want Cher.
Isn't that George Miller, the Mad Max guy?
No.
Wait, what
by
am
the
I
way,
thinking of?
The chat is correct. I was just assaulted on cam. That is documented. Clip that. I'll be submitting it to the FBI.
You should make a Tifu video.
Yeah.
Maybe another time.
Yo, I've never been
20-minute
betrayed.
long like grievance video.
I've never been betrayed like a homie like that before.
Oh God, I'm doing it in the wrong tab.
We'll be right back.
Matt, are you still there, buddy?
I'm here.
Oh, hell yeah. It just kind of looks like you were in silhouette for too long.
Harmony Korine was on Letterman like 3 times, and he was one more time.
He was eventually banned.
He got banned because he was in the backstage rifling through Meryl Streep's purse.
Worth the ban.
No, wait, this is the Seagal one we already saw.
Oh, did we already play this?
Smoke.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to smoke real quick, but
Yeah.
it would be cool if we showed the again, it's not like a funny one, but if we
Letterman
showed
Hilton?
Well, that one is funny. You can show that one if you want. That one's deeply funny. At one point, she tries to like pouty flirt with him, and he goes, "Oh, don't cry. I'll buy you a parakeet." But he's just like trying to bribe her with pets. But Will suggested it.
Oh, the Richard Burton Dick Cavett interview?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
We could do that later, but it's not actually that funny. It's just very cool.
I could do like hold on.
Many talents. She is a film star, a recording artist, and an entrepreneur.
I could do like one more video, and then I think I gotta sign off, guys.
Yeah.
Is that cool?
All right.
Take a look at this right there. Ladies and gentlemen, here's the lovely Paris Hilton. Paris.
Okay, yeah. We should just end on this. He has to promote her perfume, and you can tell he's so mad about it.
It's so funny.
She had just been arrested for like really reckless drunk driving.
Isn't it weird that for like how long was she like promoted as like the hottest woman in America? Like, or just
that was wild.
That
So
like
weird.
He was a sex symbol or something.
Is someone like doing a literal like society-wide prank to try to see that this person's attractive?
I like both. I like
You know what's really attractive? Habsburg jaw.
Yeah, exactly. Protagonism, a beak nose, not
A lazy eye. She has a lazy eye.
Yeah.
God, that was just a horrible thing. God, wasn't it horrible?
Yeah,
It was,
definitely.
and you know what? They locked up your friend Nicole.
He won't. He's not supposed to talk about this.
For a short
Oh,
period of
yeah.
time, wasn't she? Now, how can she was only in for like 45 minutes? How did that work? How can somebody only be in for 45 minutes?
I don't know.
I don't know.
And tell us what now, looking back on that experience, what have we learned? What can you tell us? What's different about you going forward as you look back?
Well, obviously, it was a very traumatic experience.
God, was it? You know, I
I did it, so I feel like I can do anything
You
now.
can survive anything,
Yes,
sure.
definitely.
And I guess the food was just awful, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's not supposed to be good. It's jail.
Did you have three meals a day? Would you start with a breakfast?
Obviously.
What would the breakfast be?
Like a hard-boiled egg and an orange.
That's not bad. Hard-boiled egg and an orange. You can't go wrong there, honestly. Because you have your protein and you have some fruit there. That's pretty good. So you don't get scurvy. You don't want to get scurvy. And then lunch,
Do you think
what do we do
Turtle
for
knows
lunch?
what that is?
Sandwich.
No.
What kind of sandwich?
It's bologna.
Bologna.
Yeah.
How was the bologna? Was it okay?
I didn't eat it.
Didn't eat the bologna.
No.
All right, then is there like a mid-afternoon snack?
He's not
No.
supposed to be
Go right to
talking
dinner?
about this, by the way.
Are you eating alone in your cell, or is it a common dining area?
I was always alone.
In alone in your cell. What was dinner usually?
Like jail mystery meat. I have no idea.
Is that-
It was pretty bad.
Yeah. So of the 3 meals, I'm guessing that really the only thing you probably wanted to eat was the breakfast,
I
right?
don't know how to do that.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah. Did you lose a lot of weight while you were in prison?
No.
Really? What did you do to keep your energy up? To make sure you got plenty
Chris,
of
Catherine is asking if you can make her a mod in the Twitch chat.
I probably can, but I don't know how because I am too cool to actually understand the interface of Twitch.
We can't do it right now, but we will definitely give you that authority. we will grant you that authority.
Yeah, Catherine should be the hammer of witches here.
Rebellious Maleficarum.
Yeah.
If we're not going to keep people in line, Catherine can.
Why? What are they saying in the chat?
It was something about driving with a invalid license. Yeah. And well, you learned your lesson. Do you drive now?
Yes.
Yeah. And when you go out, do you still use alcohol? Do you drink at all?
If I have a driver, no.
You have a driver. That's very important. If you're going to go out and you're going to have something to drink, you should have a designated driver.
Everyone should, definitely.
Yeah. Well, that's good. And
Everybody should have someone to drive a Lincoln Town car everywhere they go.
The slammer.
Just like me.
You called us a slammer?
People think that I was really strong, that I went through it, so.
God, it was just ugly, wasn't it? Did you
That's so tight. Yeah, people think I'm really brave for getting a DUI.
Apparently, her people were like furious at him because this is so like they specifically said ahead of time, like, don't do this.
Yeah.
A really good way to get a comedian to not do something to your privileged celebrity client is to tell them not to do it.
Right.
And my movie and my perfume. I'm not here to talk about that.
Like, I'm here to
But I
promote
would
my
just
clothing
say
line.
that a person in your position could serve now as, I think, an exemplary role model for youngsters. And there's a lot of trouble in the world for kids. They have to be very careful. And they see now what has happened to you, and it might occur to them, my gosh, if it happens to someone, wealthy and famous and powerful, it might happen to me, so I better straighten my life out. Yeah. And you get correspondence like that from kids and teachers?
I'm going on to the next one.
Okay. Yeah. But
She's actually doing pretty well up
Yeah.
to this point too. But it breaks down further.
Look at her, just that breath she
Because in
took.
all seriousness now, this could be your legacy. This as a contribution to the young people of this country.
Oh, that is so good.
She's so mad.
She wants to pay somebody to hit him with a tire iron. She wants to find the nearest Galooly.
Sadly, this is before the Galooly app was available on Spark.
It spelled like Galooly, but with no vowels.
Yeah.
Yeah, Galooly. Galooly.
Well, I haven't seen you because you know what happened. The week.
I think Kath did indeed get modded.
Hell yes.
Oh, you
Destroy
apparently
them.
have been just made a mod in the chat.
I'm trying to track what's going on here. I don't know.
Destroy them with holy fire.
Getting mad.
Wow.
Wait,
Now that the power has been put in your hand, you don't know how to handle it.
Buy you a parakeet.
You're making me sad.
The last time you were on the show, we talked about your opening clubs all over the country. Is that
Anyway,
still something? A project
I
you're
just
still
love
doing?
how
So good.
what an ass.
Well, no, this is what late night should be. It should be bringing on rich and famous people and making ruthlessly making fun of them.
Yeah, but then they wouldn't come on.
Really cool.
Yes, they would.
Yeah.
Of course
They
would.
totally would. They're pigs. They're pigs.
They're just like all the people in the chat right now. They're pigs. They want to be made fun of.
Plays my father.
Wow.
We mocked.
There's only one way to find out.
Is that what you like doing the most? Is the singing?
I'm
and
gonna
the
start
acting?
doing
Which of the
that
two do you prefer?
anytime anyone criticizes me. Like, I'm just here to promote my clothing line, my handbag line, and my perfume.
Yeah, Amber, you should get on the Skullduggery podcast, and instead of doing what Matt and Virgil did, just keep pivoting to your clothing line, your handbag line, and your perfume.
My perfume.
In the bottle, and this was we wanted to do something like Moulin Rouge in Paris.
Oh my God!
Yes.
Let's take a look at it. Do you mind? And this is something.
Remember
that you
this
would wear
era?
every day?
Yes.
Yeah. Do
Oh.
you mind if I try it?
Put a little dab on.
It's good.
Weren't we just talking about this, of the affectation of breath spray?
Oh, Banaka.
Yeah,
as like
Banaka.
completely going away.
Bring it back.
The
I just love Letterman. I can't help it. I know, like, it went downhill and stuff, but I just love a host that was just, like, hostile to his guests because he hated them.
Yeah, this is again. You look lovely.
This is classic.
I'm just here for the night. I'm doing an AMFAR event.
Oh, good for you. Well, I hope the more time you spend here, the more time you'll come and see us, because I feel like we've been cheated out of a visit.
I missed you guys.
Well, we certainly missed you. Thank you very much. The lovely Paris Hilton, ladies and gentlemen.
Little parakeet.
There we go. All right. Very good.
All right,
Ready
this
to,
seems like a good-
Are we
ready
gonna
to sign off?
Are
for
we
tonight?
gonna call it?
Yeah.
All
Good to
right.
end it
Well,
on, I
thank you
think.
for
Kick
hanging
it over
out.
to the. Are we kicking it over to the FWAM boys?
I don't know if they have plans to come on, but I bet somebody will come on soon.
All right. Well,
they
we
were
are signing off for now. This is a fun primetime Saturday Night Live hangout. I think we should do it again next week.
Yeah, let's do
Saturday
it.
night vibes.
Saturday
Speaking
Night
of
Live.
which, I gotta start watching that right now.
I will.
Get started.
I will refuse to get technically better at any of this. It will be just as sloppy,
Proud of
just
you.
as low rate.
Oh,
low
Catherine
frame
will
rate.
just ban anyone who complains about it.
Yeah, that should be the way.
Well, Catherine, now that you're a mod, you can ban anyone who complains about, like the tech or anything like that.
I will say that part of, I think, the reason that this is a little choppy is that my landlord provides my Wi-Fi, which is both good and bad, and that I don't have to pay for my own Wi-Fi, but also the thing that she puts together is shit, or the thing that she subscribes to is shit. So, win some, lose some.
I'm also sure that you do have to pay for Wi-Fi. It's just in your rent.
That's the other thing. Yes, that's true.
There's no way she's like.
We all know what Mao
Talk to
said
them.
about landlords and Wi-Fi.
Yeah, join
Yes.
your local tenants union, baby.
Well,
that
I'm the
5G.
only renter in my building, so I'm already
Holy shit!
the 10.
Tom Hanks is on Saturday Night Live, and he has shaved his head post-COVID.
Just
I
like
just
Pete
have,
Buttigieg.
bangs.
I gotta say, who he kind of looks like? John Podesta. I'm not lying. My first thought was John Podesta.
Is there a way I can pull in is there an online SNL?
I don't
stream?
know. Maybe on
All
NBC.com.
online now. They can't
Probably,
be in the same room.
Yeah.
All right, gang. I'm going to leave the chat, but I thank you so much to Josh
Okay.
Androsky for
Thanks,
hanging out.
Josh.
Thanks, Josh.
This is really fun.
You really improved the experience for us, Josh.
Thank
and
you,
I would-
Josh.
yeah, I would like to come back next Saturday
Yes,
night.
let's do it next Saturday.
Saturday night Chapo.
Yeah.
Same Twitch night, same Twitch place. All right, stopping stream. Goodbye, everybody.
Okay, good night to the chat. Good night to the chat.